When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me.
Hello. Sorry I came in late. Okay, I didn't realize that I still had this event and this event to finish, and I only have a day left, so we're gonna do them really quickly and very last minute. This is fine. We're just gonna get them over with, and we're done. No more. Warm up. And we're just gonna play as a character. Let's just play the story. Yes. Enter immersive storytelling.
I just came back from Waterfall Soup.
What happened? Is General Chop doing okay?
What happened? Did something come up with General Chop?
No, nothing really. It might not even be a big deal. General Chop just mentioned that Soldier 11 hasn't come to eat noodles at the shop for quite some time. We haven't heard from her in a while either.
Perhaps she's on a mission.
Maybe she's out on a mission?
On a mission? But even then, she'd still try to reply to messages from you. That's what she did before. This is starting to worry me now. If only her squad mates were with her.
A few days ago, Trigger visited Scout Outpost. Oh, this is Trigger's quest. Oops. If I'm not mistaken, you're back to inquire about Soldier 11 again? When was the last time you got some shut-eye? They're closed right now. I'm fine. I can't rest until I've confirmed her whereabouts. Recently, she keeps getting redeployed and I haven't been able to contact her, which is very unusual. You're colleagues after all, so I thought perhaps we might have some information. You're in luck, however, I want you to promise me something. Don't push yourself too hard, and go get a good night's sleep, for her sake if nothing else. Thanks. I'll do it for you too, Ray. I know you say that to everyone, but fine, here goes. Someone who looks at me a lot like Soldier 11 was spotted at Hollow Zero. According to eyewitness account, she was with some armed individuals who are not Defense Force personnel. I'll send you the precise coordinates. Are you heading out now, Sugar? Enter combat.
I've got your back.
Let's use Evelyn.
I'll protect you from any danger. It's my duty to protect the asset.
We can't use more than 2? Okay. I am not reading all that. I'm good. I think I know how to use trigger.
We've arrived at the coordinates Ray provided. She's so kind.
Man, I should tell you guys about my day yesterday. For the first time.
Over there.
For the first time in a while, I drank some soju, a whole cup of it, and I think it was a bit too much. And I think I got a little tipsy. I never got tipsy before, so it was just too much alcohol. It tasted like soda in the beginning, but
recalibrating.
you won't get me. It tasted like soda in the beginning, but
the target's exposed.
As I kept drinking it, it tasted more and more like alcohol, and I didn't like it anymore. Yo, it's been a while.
Ether vision activate.
Oh, you haven't done Trigger's quest? Well, I just started. You're not missing out on much. I'm only in combat mode right now.
I'll take over now. Final warning.
If I'm coughing, it's because of yesterday. I don't know why. I just started not feeling well after drinking the alcohol, and I am like, I'm not drunk, but
pity I can't see how pathetic you are.
Who are you talking to? Okay. Are we supposed to go this way? Maybe I am drunk. Maybe the alcohol hasn't gone away. Where am I supposed to go? I'm stupid. Okay, maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know where I'm going. I have about 90 plus in my 90 plus of the polychromes. I think I have at least 11k on. I don't know what this game wants from me. What does the game want from me?
I'll manage things from here. Copy.
Is this a glitch? I'm supposed to be over there. What do you want? Game! This story quest is just gonna be me figuring out where I'm going. Is it really the alcohol? I can't really... Bro, is it the soju? Oh my gosh. I'm stupid. I should have just done that. Trigger subdues and captures on enemy. Don't hit me. You're from the defense force, a soldier of the people. You can't just go dishing out vigilante justice, can't you? I don't need to get my hands dirty. I just need to leave you in place where no one can find you and remove your protective gear. It'll be the corruption here that takes your life. Fine, I'll tell you everything. You're looking for that woman, right? The one wearing a military uniform like yours, with that intriguing face. The others already restrained her, and they took her that way. Is that so? Thank you for your cooperation. Trigger slams the butt of her gun hard against the enemy's mask. The fake soldier's wailing doesn't save him from being forcefully put to sleep. Sending him into peaceful oblivion, it was an act of mercy.
That's Soldier 11?
Take out that sniper.
won't let you take her. Your journey ends with me.
I'm also saving for the lighter rerun. Okay, we'll see if there's any other soldiers. I mean, characters I want.
Are one with the wind.
I think Soldier 11 is bidding on my brain. They say that Soldier 11 too much.
The target's exploded.
Why are we only allowed 2 characters?
Ether vision activate.
We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. It's just gonna stay there, do nothing.
Don't even try. Press the advantage. Adjusting for wind.
Amidst all the etheric turbulence, Trigger catches sight of Soldier 11. However, something feels different. Soldier 11 is not acting like her usual self.
Soldier 11! No. Damn it. You should have been no match for her. What did you do?
Ah, the blind sniper. So you actually can see.
Release her, or else you'll have my bullets to answer to.
Your friend is beyond help, Sniper. There's no stopping Silver's revival.
Just as Trigger fires a shot, the enemy vanishes into a fissure with Soldier 11 in his arms. More enemies begin closing in, and by the time Trigger finishes dealing with them, the fissure has already closed.
Damn you.
She's sad.
Silver's revival. What did he mean by that?
Well, that was short. It's me. Sorry. Could you help me relay a message to the captain when you have the time? Soldier 11 Soldier 11 and I will be both using up all our leave starting today. Are you going on vacation together? Without me? I'm already racking my brain trying to figure out what I did to upset you. You know it's not like that. I know. Soldier 11, haven't you found her yet? Yeah, please don't tell the captain about this just yet. She's already got enough on her plate. Are you sure you don't need my help? I appreciate the offer, but it won't be necessary. I don't want to kick the hornet's nest after all. Soldier 11's recent frequent redeployments are also on orders from the higher-ups. Then am I the kick or the hornet's nest? I want to be the hornet's nest. That way, you'll think of me. You'll think of me whenever you talk about hornets. Why would I ever talk about hornets? Never mind. There's something else too. What? There's more? I want to know. What does Silver's revival mean? Sounds like a new Astriel album. You're so sleep deprived that you lost your sense of humor. Silver's revival or whatever. Want me to ask about it on internet? You're the best. You're the best. Call me as soon as you have something. I always miss hearing your sweet voice. Aw, stop it, you. Save your sweet talk for someone who actually needs it. Now, Soldier Trigger, I order you to go and get some rest. A few days later, Trigger receives a call from her companion. I don't know who this is. According to her reply, she already reached out to the informant through internet. The contact information: a young woman on 6th Street holding a fried chicken burger. A young woman holding a fried chicken burger. I hope I can recognize the smell of a fried chicken burger. Oh, so she really can't see, huh?
Hello. Is it you? The one who contacted me on internet? Yep. Huh? Oh.
Yep.
The burger. Sorry, I was starving, so I already finished it. Thanks for coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver from coming back. By the way, what was your name again? I hadn't introduced myself. I'm still unsure if I can trust you. Oh,
Don't take it personally. I'm always cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from Internaut who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit, you do seem kind of familiar. Even though I can't see your face, you somehow remind me of a friend. A friend who's in danger.
they've taken her, haven't they?
Wait, how much do you actually know?
I'm just as clueless as you about what's happening. But you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place. So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Would you understand if I say I'm still not completely convinced?
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So how about we meet inside the hollow?
Inside the hollow?
I'm not the best with words. Showing you through my actions might be more convincing. You just need to see me in battle.
So you're that Anby. Sorry, I can't trust you yet. Then it looks like I must earn your trust. Let's meet in the hollow. Once you've seen my combat skills, you'll understand what I mean. Alright, it's a deal. Let's each head back and prepare. Oh, we're playing as Anby now. I think I should brush my teeth. Hold on. I'll be right back. I just ate lunch. Did I eat a burger? No, I ate a sandwich. A bagel. A bagel sandwich. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Talk to the proxies. Oh, we're going here then. Anby, you still haven't gone back to the Cunning Hares? Have I imposed too much? Sorry, I'll help out around the shop. Actually, please don't. Every time you sort videotapes, 18 has to go through and relabel them. Are you and Nicole having a fight? No, I would never fight with Nicole. It's just, I got caught up in a sticky situation, and I don't want to drag the Cunning Hares into it. Ah, I see how it is. So dragging us into it is okay, just not them? That's not what I meant. I'll help out around the store, and I'll bring you some burgers too. Anby. What? You can stay here as long as you want. If you need help, we'll always be there for you. I understand. Thank you. I'd like to rest for a bit now. I have an appointment later that I need to keep. Get some rest. If Nicole comes knocking, I can stall her for a bit, but I can't keep it from her forever, you know? Oh, that was so short. Oh my gosh. That's like the shortest story ever. Oh my, what? Anby? Are you going out? Yeah. Is there something you'd like me to bring back? Juice? Burgers? Milk? Burgers? Or anything? I might pass by a store on the way back from the Hollow. Off to the Hollows again? Just like that? I made an agreement with someone. Rest assured. I've already prepared the carrot. I won't need to bother you this time, Proxy. We don't need burgers, milk or burgers. We just want you to return safe and sound. Don't worry, I will. In that case, I'll be off. This is like the shortest story. Oh my gosh. We're gonna complete this fast. This is what I appreciate about Zenless Zone Zero in its story. It's like very short and concise. They don't have to elong it, unlike HSR. it's like a 15-minute story compared to a 10-hour story. They're very punctual. Back then, I used to make soldiers who were late do push-ups. Soldier 11 is the same. As long as I've known her, she's never missed an appointment, nor has she been out of contact. We'll find her, Trigger. Can I call you Trigger? Please do. I don't have any nicer sounding names. This time, leave the fighting to me. All you need to do is carefully observe my movements. Don't worry, I'll cover you when I deem it necessary.
Let me take a good look at your movements.
Wait, how can she see her movements?
Stand by.
Copy.
Unfortunately, the enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
Too weak.
Roger.
That's it?
You don't strike me as the type of person who'd say something like that.
Standing by.
Too many weak
I
enemies.
see now. There's no mistaking it. You really are that Anby. A person's fighting style is a raw response in life and death situations. It can't be easily faked like a resume or some other physical token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's nearly identical. Incredible.
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in mass quantities, how could that even be possible?
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. Delivered by storks, so they say. So making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah, my jokes never really hit the mark. Sorry about that.
No, I'm the one who should be saying sorry.
Okay.
I was just astonished. I never thought the military had this level of technology. If they could mass produce soldiers, then why would they still...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human lives? That's what you're thinking, right?
I was trying to say it in a more diplomatic way.
It's okay. I won't take offense. Not over this. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension for their family. The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities, mental aptitude, and reflexes. And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated in mass production. As for the inferior ones, they were deemed as disposable.
Anby, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. But there's always someone who does mean that. There's always someone
yeah, this
with
is
an agenda,
Anby's.
trying to use us.
I was planning to
Maybe
do
that's why
Anby's
Silver
story
Company
quest
fell.
first.
I won't forgive
And
those people.
I was like,
Any of them. However, the
there's a
downfall
reason why it
itself
says
isn't
Anby in the
entirely a bad
I said
thing.
Anby and Trigger. That means first Anby and then Trigger. I got confused because you said Trigger. I didn't do Trigger's story quest, and I was like, oh, did I pick the wrong quest? Because I wasn't sure. I didn't look into it.
With Silver Company gone, their evil technology
So I
was
assumed
lost
you
with it.
thought this was
Or
Trigger's
so I
quest
thought.
because I didn't know.
Until now.
I thought this was Amby's quest,
Silver's
actually.
revival. So you're saying
So I
someone
was
has
right.
resurrected that technology?
Oops.
Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this. I have to admit, your theory has some merit. But as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Could it be the Defense Force? Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
What are you thinking about?
If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to take Soldier 11 at all. I know my squad mate. All it would take is an order from up top, and she'd put herself on the operating table without a peep.
Really? So, that's
Wait,
how
if you
she is
played
now.
Amby's quest,
a
what
model
makes you
example
think
of
this
a
is
loyal
Trigger's
soldier.
quest? Bruh.
Isn't that how you
Okay.
remember Soldier 11?
No, I never knew a Soldier 11 in the past. Only...
Uh-oh. They're coming.
This be happening. There shouldn't be so many ethereals here.
I recognize this formation. We once used it to battle ethereals.
What?
It's another legacy of Silver Company. Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat. Let's handle this. The person we're after must be behind it. TWCA Type 3.
Is that the name of that formation?
No, I didn't say I was playing Trigger's story quest. I was saying Amby and Trigger.
Time to pin down.
Because I... Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Got to cover.
Doesn't matter.
Be gone.
My bullets are one with the wind.
I never said I was doing Trigger's story quest. I read that you said Trigger's. I was like, oh, this is Trigger's story quest. Okay, I thought I mistaken. I guess I mistaken that. So I was like, okay, this is Trigger's story quest. I wasn't sure. So
This feels familiar.
I trusted your word.
Fracture.
Not one for nostalgia? I'm starting to understand you more now. Increase firepower.
Stand by.
Okay, bro.
Basic maneuver.
I'll take point.
If you played Amy's story quest, I thought you would knew.
At your command.
Is that Soldier 11? Soldier 0? I keep messing up the names.
Anby, what is that?
I think that's Soldier 0.
That's the old Silver Squad uniform.
Inside a lab, tucked away in a building somewhere. Oh! I thought
As expected of Captain, her skills, they're still as sharp as ever.
Whoa, I didn't expect it to look like that.
I feel honored just being her defect. Silver Squad can't be without its captain. Ouch. Give me some meds, eh?
What?
You're the worst of any defect. I know you can't talk, but is there something wrong with your nerves, too? Be gentle. Seriously, I have fewer and fewer parts of my original body, and yet I feel more and more pain. I'm curious why that is. But you wouldn't understand such a complex question, would you? Because you're an idiot. Enough. Stop making that miserable noise. Now, about our subject. She's still alive, right? There you are.
They call you Soldier 11 now, right? What a hideous name. But looking at you now, you do have a pretty face. Pretty and pitiful. This face is the only thing we have left in common. Aside from that, I'm nothing like you. I've lost all my limbs. I'm no longer a complete member of Silver Squad. And I need a complete body for the experiment. Which is why I need you. What? You're asking me what happened? But you should know what happened that day. It was the day you weren't there. Captain Anby traded herself for you. Even with her incredible strength, she could only save one of us. But why did it have to be you? Why not me? Why not Twiggy?
It should have
Tell
been
me
me.
why.
It should have been me, not
You're
you.
Dead. Heaps and heaps of corpses crushing me. When they found me, my limbs were severely corrupted. I couldn't move. I couldn't fight back. I used to be a soldier, ready to defend this city. But that day, I was... Hey, what do you think you're doing? You startled me. All right, fine. You're just here to remind me, right? They're here to pick up today's shipment. I'll go handle it. After that, I'll come back and tell you the rest of today's story.
Meanwhile, outside the lab, Anby and Sugar press their ears against the frosty steel door, listening closely for any sound inside.
It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive here. So what's the plan?
The plan?
Shh. Let's discuss it over there.
Anby, what's the current plan? It's very simple. I don't need a map to explain it. Infiltrate the place and rescue Soldier 11. Go on, I'm listening. That's it. That's the whole plan. Yep, please provide support from outside. This is something I have to settle alone. If anyone can do it, it's me. Is this how Silver Squad always operates? I'm the captain, and so that's how it's always been done. However, back then, there was usually a backup plan. Twiggy was always in charge of the backup plans. Twiggy, if I'm not mistaken, she's the enemy we're facing now, right? I don't know why she's become like this. Her backup plans, what's her style? First, main weakness. Before turning the tables with unorthodox tactics, for her, no cost is too great to regain the upper hand. That does sound like a proper backup plan. After all, it's a plan that would be utilized when every other option has been exhausted. I'll keep in contact with you through the headset. Don't try to be a hero, Anby. If anything happens to you, you won't be able to save Soldier 11 on your own, right? I understand. Now be careful. I was going to try to be supportive, but since you don't need it, never mind then. Anby sneaks out into the lab through an unguarded air duct. The metal ducts are freezing cold, stinging her skin.
This place is cold.
I sense the frigid air from outside. It carries a strange scent, too.
Oh, that's creepy.
Someone's entering. Are you hidden?
Don't worry. It's dark
That is
here, and
creepy.
the machines are pretty noisy. They won't detect me.
Soldier 11, wakey wakey. That's odd. I know I've taken quite a few samples from you and injected some meds, but you'll tough it out, won't you? Won't you? Do you enjoy being pampered? Because you're the youngest sister? Oh, that won't do. Get up and play with me. Good. That's my girl. Now, let's continue our story. Where was I? Ah, yes. About how some kind scavengers found me without limbs. Such kind-hearted folks. They sold me. And unfortunately, my ignorant new owner couldn't see any use for a limbless worm like me. So I was sold off again. I was treated like merchandise on the black market. Sold alongside gangster stuff and modded bamboo. That's when I realized we Silver Company soldiers weren't any different from bamboo. Just made of flesh and blood. The only real distinction is we feel more pain. And that's when I met her. She bought me as a trophy girl, cut me open and operated on me, checking my internal organs by hand. Anesthesia doesn't work on us. You know that, right? So it hurt. It hurt like hell. Then, out of the blue, she smiled at me. Looking back now, I think she must have noticed something unusual about my body. She told me that she was once a military doctor, but was discharged, and now worked as a rogue doctor. She was familiar with everything about Silver Company, and was willing to help me. So, I underwent surgery and received mechanical prosthetics. Nothing too fancy. I don't think I'll ever use them for combat, but they serve their purpose, helping me stand and do calculations. My true value lies in my memory. You see, my brain is the only thing that has remained intact. Thus, I remember everything. I remember our home and the time spent with our sisters. I remember that as long as we fought alongside our captain, we were considered the most powerful fighting force. I remember assisting in their research and using my own 2 hands to welcome new sisters into this world. That rogue doctor used her connections to get me some incomplete research data. Using my fragmented memories combined with that data, I was able to piece things together. And now, I've nearly revived the technology of Silver Company. Fortunately, I've remembered. I've survived and can recall our past. And now, reforming Silver Squad is my mission. Because this is my home. Our home. So, do you like my plan, Captain Anby?
When did you notice me?
My little puppy spotted you a while ago, and I instructed her to raise the alarm. You know, Captain, I'm actually glad you're here. I've been thinking that we need to talk.
Give her back, and then we'll talk.
If you want her, come get her yourself.
Anby reaches out of the lab and reunites with Trigger.
Trigger! Say no more.
I really didn't expect it to come so fast. Oops. Good reaction time.
You're my son.
I wonder if Amy's gonna wear her new outfit.
Recalibrating.
This bullet
will reach its mark.
Target confirmed. Go. Eliminating target.
Time to pin them down.
They're exposed.
That's the captain.
Too many
Anby I
Anbys
know.
here, oh my
Cleaning
gosh.
your knives with the filthy blood of this scum suits you. Don't give me that, idiot. Now you're worried about whose side I'm on? Our side, of course. I created you so you never saw Captain Anby in her prime. After everything I've been through, I thought I would have forgotten. But I still remember. So, have you ditched the uniform, Captain?
Twiggy.
I'd keep it as pajamas if I were you. It's nice to reminisce about the days of glory and agony, isn't it?
I never knew you were still alive, Twiggy.
Yeah, I was always the worst at fighting, but I survived. It's only natural for you not to expect that, Captain.
It's not that.
You're not as terrible a fighter as you think. Your sharp mind makes up for it.
Yes, you said something similar before. I'll never forget that. You persuaded them to keep me, and you encouraged me to acknowledge my true value. You're right. I am valuable. I understand that all too well now. Trash may perish easily, but not me. I'm valuable. Precious even. There's always someone who sees value in me, just like you did before. Sometimes I wonder if I were just an ordinary citizen in New Eridu and not part of Silver Squad, maybe I could have become a researcher at the White Star Institute, studying deep topics like 3 forms of etheric manifestation in specific hollows. Sure, I might be sharp, but there are different kinds of smart. Growing up in Silver Squad, I had no street smarts. Competing for profit, seeing through lies, and striving for a better life with limited resources. These I had to learn the hard way, year after year.
You've been through a lot. Is that why you're doing this now?
I don't need a reason. At least not one to convince you. The only person I've needed to convince is my backer.
You know better than anyone. Silver Company was an evil undertaking. That technology should never resurface.
Evil? Are you suggesting that you, I, and our sisters were all evil?
Not even close.
We are evil incarnate.
Oh, never mind.
So we should all just be destroyed?
No, but we should not continue in our evil.
Oh, I see. That's very enlightening, Captain. We should be eating burgers, watching movies, working a job, and going on dates. Instead of being maimed, sold, tortured, and struggling to survive.
Yeah, how do you know that?
You know I care for you, Captain Anby. Whatever you do, I won't hold it against you. But that doesn't mean you can stand here and say these things so lightly to my face.
You know where I am, don't you? You know where I live, what burgers I like, what movies I watch, and who I spend time with. Since you know, you're welcome to visit me anytime, Twiggy. I'm your captain. I'll personally deliver the punishment you deserve, and then seek redemption with you together.
Captain.
We can still make things right before you make a greater mistake. Fortunately, I found you before things got any worse. I have so much to tell you, but maybe another time. For now, we should...
No. The conversation is interrupted. Anby is stunned to see a body tossed in front of her. It's Soldier 11. She's found, but there are still signs of life in her, and she's still breathing faintly.
All right, I'm returning your favorite girl. Now we're even, Anby.
Twiggy?
I said we're even. From now on, you can stop acting like a captain and save this foolish talk.
Twiggy picks up the limp Soldier 11 on the ground. Anby quickly lifts her up and hands her to Trigger.
Soldier 11! Wake up, Soldier 11! Anby, she doesn't look good. We need to get out of this hollow ASAP.
I see how it is. Twiggy, I'll be back. I won't just abandon you.
Aww.
You sicken me. Like I said, just save the foolish talk. I can't stand to hear that kind of mush from someone who looks exactly like me.
It's not mush. And I hope you'll get used to it. Let's go, Trigger.
Twiggy stands and watches as Anby leaves.
Hey, go contact you-know-who. Ugh, cut the crap! You think I don't realize I shouldn't cut the middleman and contact the client directly? But look at the mess we're in. The junk she's brought won't fix this. Our best shot is exploiting Anby's inner weakness. She's let go of her most lethal weapon, her daring and ruthless fighting style. Now she's like a hired gun with a family to feed, focused on surviving to get the paycheck. I can handle her if we exploit that. But I need to keep everything in check, or else all my efforts so far will have been...
You've been diligent, little Twiggy.
Stop calling me that.
As you know, your research is crucial. You're just like me. We're here to foster hope. Our work is the only cause worth fighting for in this world. Of course, I understand. Sometimes, when hope is scarce, certain issues can only be resolved with sheer violence. The stuff I mentioned last time is ready. Send some of your people to retrieve it. It's not exactly new Eridu tech, so use it carefully.
What's gonna happen now? Anby, are you okay? It's fine. I understand if you don't feel like talking right now. How's Soldier 11's condition? The answer will only make you feel worse. She still hasn't regained consciousness, as you requested, but I left her at Random Play Video Store. The kind siblings working there are taking care of her as we speak. It's been so long, but the shop has barely changed. Now is not the time to be talking about that. You must be anxious to see her. Come with me. Anby follows Trigger to the video store. Anby, you're back. Looks like whatever you got mixed up in this time was pretty serious. Anything you want to know? Soldier 11. How's her condition? Stable, that's all I can say. Her body temperature, heart rate, and pulse are all remaining stable. Honestly, given her current state, that's actually quite abnormal. Moreover, she hasn't regained consciousness. Would you like to see her? She's just laying on the couch. Duh. Anby approaches Soldier 11 and softly calls out a name. Looks like it didn't work. Anby lowers her hand sadly and prepares to leave.
What is this place? And who am I?
You're awake, Hudine.
Great, you're awake. I've been worried about you, Soldier 11.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd and could easily get confused with another number like Soldier 161051. Only a fool would call herself that.
I can see you're doing much better now, but I won't let you talk about yourself like that.
Her memories seem jumbled. The injuries might be more serious than they appear. When a Silver Company replica is severely wounded, their memories are often the first thing to fail. Even me, all those years ago, there was a time when I couldn't remember anything.
Is that so? Then what about your combat skills? Were they affected?
Would the Defense Force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore? Well, I know we wouldn't do that. Proxy,
Yeah, having one more mouth to feed won't hurt. It's nothing compared to our monthly electricity bill.
plus our little black cat needs another playmate. He's already getting bored of us.
You know how short-handed we are, right, Charon? Oops, I mean Trigger.
Charon?
Oops.
There you go, trying to be funny again. Guess that's your unique charm, manager. Jokes aside, I can't vouch for the Defense Force, but I can promise that Obel Squad won't abandon her.
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is, so we're confident she'll bounce back.
Wise being the player.
It seems you and Soldier 11 go way back, Anby. Could you share more about her? And maybe how we can help her recover faster? We're here to help. Are you sure it won't be too much trouble for you?
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more trouble for us. Besides, Soldier 11 is our
sad.
friend too.
I see. In that case, what she needs now is nothing too out of the ordinary. Warmth, comfort, safety, and relaxation. Also, some familiar faces, as well as her favorite foods. Ah, right. I should get her some burgers for an energy boost. I'll be right back.
That's your favorite food,
Not
girl.
so fast, Anby. Burgers aren't exactly Soldier 11's favorite. Oh, they're not? What does she like then?
I don't know.
It seems Trigger already left to get it.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11 as well. Be sure to let him know that she's improving.
Yeah,
It's the
don't
ramen,
worry.
bro.
She's in good hands with us here.
Eep. I'm painting while doing all this, so sorry if my movements look weird.
I got Soldier 11's favorite spicy noodles from that enthusiastic chef. I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy, but just the steam from the chili peppers alone is making me cry.
So, spicy noodles is her thing. I had no idea.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. Maybe she feels more at home here than back in the barracks. She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did, she'd usually mention super spicy noodles, the video store owners, the arcade, and cats.
Did she
Cats.
ever talk about me?
You might not like the answer.
She never did.
Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal. Apparently, someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace, leaving her to deal with that awful situation by herself. The person left without so much as an explanation. In the military, such actions are seen as desertion. And eventually, such deserters are marked as KIA by detached and indifferent officers. Does any of that ring a bell?
I have nothing to say. Even if she resents me, she has the right to do so.
That's pretty cold, even for me. May I suggest something?
What's that?
If you want to mend things with Soldier 11, don't say anything like that to her. Trust me, don't.
But that's the truth. I have no excuses for that. I lost my memory when I left the army. Once it returned, I wanted to contact Soldier 11, so I asked Nicole to check on her. Then I learned that she was doing well, that she had joined Obel Squad, and that she's an exemplary soldier who recently got promoted. She had a new captain and new comrades, so I felt her troubled past in Silver Squad might only weigh her down. I had no reason to show up again. Trigger,
What?
tell me, if you were me, you would have made the same call, right?
If I were you... Yes, I might have.
That's what I thought. So, even if she hates me, I deserve it.
But I'm not you, Anby. That's the point. If I were in your shoes, I would let Soldier 11 know she was never betrayed or abandoned. I'd let her know that her comrades would search to the ends of the earth for her, and that they'd never forget her.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
That's all you have to say?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. It must be nice to have you as a comrade.
I'm not so sure about that. But we have more pressing matters to discuss now. What are you planning to do next?
I'm heading back into the Hollow to put an end to everything with Twiggy. That evil tech must never resurface again. But before that, I want to apologize to Soldier 11.
Apologize? But given the current state of her memory, she might not remember it afterward.
That's the idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's the best choice for my cowardly side.
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind. Alright, if there's anything I can do, just say the word.
In that case, I need you to prove something to me.
Prove something? Like what?
Prove that you can take good care of Soldier 11. That's the only way I can hand her over to her new comrades without worrying.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good thing either, but I understand. I'll prove that I can take care of her. Now then, let's head back. After all, we don't want to show up with a bowl of soggy noodles for our patient.
Aww. Soldier 11, wakey wakey. Looks like I've been causing a lot of trouble for you. That's right. So we're billing it all on the Cutting Hairs account. No! Oh? As of right now, I am not Anby of the Cutting Hairs. But you walk, talk, and look like Anby of the Cutting Hairs. So you must be Anby of the Cutting Hairs. Whoa, how could we possibly keep teasing you when we're making a face like that? Jeez, look at you. You're absolutely exhausted. What you need most right now is some sleep. How about it? Want to sleep on my bed? It's really soft, you know. It is objectively very soft. Anby, I also think it's best if you go get some rest right now. Tomorrow. Worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. That's what we do when we receive an enormous electric bill anyway. Or maybe you're not ready to sleep just yet. If you'd rather watch a movie to relax, I don't mind keeping you company. Any new arrivals worth watching? Any new arrivals worth watching recently? Wow, I didn't think you'd actually be up for it. Still, I'm just glad we have the energy. After all, I won't be able to finish what's coming next if I don't pull myself together. Oh, what is it? Is it a fight? Pretty much, it's a date. A date? Good night. She's going on a date, guys. She's going on a date. That's crazy. I didn't think people would actually get here, and I didn't see Soldier 11 or Trigger in the store. Do you know where they went? Though they didn't tell me where they were headed, they probably went out on a date together, right? A date. Why didn't they take me along with them? Why should they have to bring you along? Based on my experience, the optimal number of people on a date is no more than 2. Trigger wants to prove to me that she can take care of Soldier 11. If I'm not present, how could she prove it to me? Maybe she wants to go on a normal date and cheer Soldier 11 up. Not to mention, Soldier 11 is really one tough cookie. Didn't she seriously get injured? Is it really okay for her to be running around outside like this? Being able to use all of their energy to prioritize and stabilizing vital signs, retaining maximum combat effectiveness. That is the most basic requirement of a qualified Silver Company soldier. Anby. What? You do know that someday you have to tell us the whole story, right? Whether you want to involve us or not, Belle and I are a part of this and we have the right to know. Can I refuse? I know. And once I tell you the whole truth, you two definitely won't leave me alone. Just like a blockbuster movie, no matter how complete the original story is, they'll always find a way to make a terrible sequel. I just don't want to see that sequel. Now, that's some hard well, that's a hard metaphor to follow, but there's some really good sequels out there too. Yeah, and sometimes the second film is terrible, but the third one turns out to be surprisingly great. That's not always true. We won't force you, we just hope you know that you're never alone. Why is this right? Besides, isn't this exactly what friends are for? I remember the first time I met you, Anby, and you were even more naive back than you are now. Even then, I already had a feeling that we could just become partners with bond of trust and share moments that could never be replaced together. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Compared to who I was back then, I should have made some progress by now. Please help me contact Nicole and everyone at Cutting Hairs, you two. Whoa, is your runaway saga finally over? I have something I want to say to them before it all ends. Belle? Boom! Called it, Wise. Told you Anby would contact the Cutting Hairs today. Come on, time to cough off my 5,000 Denny's. You actually got it right, Belle. And there I was, thinking it was premature to just go ahead and contact Nicole and the others like that. So you two already contacted everyone in the Cutting Hairs before I asked? Nope, that was all Belle. Nicole, Billy, and Nekomata should have arrived by 6th Street by now. Belle and I still have to open up the shop. Do you mind if we don't go looking for them with you? I won't get lost. Thank you so much, really. I'm truly grateful. Okay, I'm thirsty. Oh my gosh. Oh, we don't get to talk to them anymore. Good. Okay, where do we go? I am surprised my roommate has come back. She doesn't.
Nicole?
Well, look who decided to come back.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation.
Compensation.
So, how do you plan to make it up to me? I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
I see. Okay, I'll forfeit my paychecks from now on.
Oh?
Yes, now she's happy.
And I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too. Is that good enough for you?
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business?
Oops.
Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
Nicole.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Anby. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The Cutting Hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
Sorry. I won't try to justify what I did. I shouldn't have run off on my own. Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way, I have a favor to ask you.
Even more favors.
You finally need me?
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier. I'll contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
Billy? Where's Billy? Oh, there he is. Anby, it's so good to finally see you. I was this close to mentally preparing myself to lose you. This close. I apologize for leaving without saying goodbye. I'm truly sorry. I won't let you lose me. I'll do my best. How have you all been lately? Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she's known that you've been crashing with the proxies this whole time. She just thought that busting in to take you away would defeat the purpose, so when you took the initiative to contact her, no matter how angry she seemed, deep down, she was probably really relieved. As for Nakamata, and don't be startled, she's been genuinely really worried about you. Nagamata is worried? About me? May have not been able to see it, but our little Nagamata has been quite restless indeed. Even though we knew the proxies were taking care of you, we also knew you seemed to be mixed up in something heavy. And she understands better than almost everyone just how wrong the idea of just solving the problem with your own strength is. Just yesterday, Nagamata was muttering to herself, if only I had paid more attention to her. She cares? About me? Yeah, she even has a gift for you. She said that she wants to give it to you when she sees you again. She has a gift? For me? You look pretty shocked, to be honest, so am I. Really, I can't help but marvel at how amazing friendships between girls can be. Maybe I should watch a few more of the flicks about girl bands or something like that. Oh, right. When you see Nakamata, make sure you don't tell her I said any of that, otherwise she'll definitely scratch up my page up for her claws. Just like a ball of steel on wool. Just like a steel wool on a non-stick pan. Anby, promise me. Please say that you'll promise me. Talk to Nakamata. How come Billy doesn't get a special event?
Who's there? Anby! It's you!
Long time no see.
It's been a while. I bet it must have been nice not having me around for a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty nice to not have to compete for space to lay in Nicole's lap for a change.
Humans have 2 legs, so 2 people can lay on their lap. At least, that's what I heard in a movie once.
That's our boring burger girl. You always sound cool when you're quoting movie lines. Alright, to help make you more interesting, Nakamata has a special gift for you. Here you go.
Aww. A doll meticulously crafted by Nakamata. Looking somewhat similar to Anby. Why is it top heavy? To stimulate how someone often dives headfirst to the hollow, meow. Bruh.
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching, I'm guessing you sewed it yourself? This is too much, Nakamata. I can't accept this.
Nah, stop being dramatic. I got a doll making kit and was gonna make one that looks like Nicole. But it turned out super ugly. With a big head and tiny little body. It didn't look anything like Nicole. So I altered it a bit and wow, it somehow looked just like our Anby.
But I don't look like this.
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with you all the time. And don't let it out of your sight.
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight? Oh, wait, you didn't stash some sort of contraband inside it, did you? Are you trying to get PubSec to arrest me?
Yeah? Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that. There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on Nicole's lap.
All right, I'll trust you. Let me do something for you in return. How about some mackerel noodles?
Oh, Lady Nakamata appreciates your rare treat. But not now.
Not now? But the noodle shop is close by.
Once things settle and you're safe, you can treat me to those mackerel noodles.
The doll somehow feels heavier in Anby's hand. Anby lowers her head as Nakalata grins. Anby, I just received some information. The person you're looking for is at Lumina Square. There was another woman beside her, and the two were walking towards the riverside. I see, Nicole. Thank you. Quick, tell me that I'm the best. Nicole, you're the best. Good girl. Go have fun, and remember to come home afterward. I'm gonna go to Lumina Square. I know where I am. There they are.
So, here you are.
Sorry, Anby. I snuck out with her.
Are you feeling okay?
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before, but I can't quite remember.
I'm Anby. Does that name ring a bell?
Give her a hug.
I don't recall anyone named Anby. Sorry. Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memory's off right now. I'll get better. And maybe then I'll remember something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go today?
We tried some food called noodles. They were this amazing, fiery red color. It was delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats. They were different than I expected. Surprisingly soft. We went to an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea milk, and even opened surprise boxes. Then we went to a dim, noisy place and watched a movie. I think that's what they called it. During the movie, someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills, so I managed to subdue the thief and turn them over to public security. The public security office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
You sure know how to plan a date, Trigger.
The video store manager taught me all this. I'm just a good student. Anyway,
What, are you talking about
I
wise?
think I did a good job. Right, Soldier 11?
Yes, I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for you. So, Anby, can you relax now? Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to lose another squad mate, so I promise to look after her. You can focus on the matters at hand now. Once everything's settled, if you choose to face her, I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her. And if you prefer to stay out of it, no pressure. I understand the weight of your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain around you both.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this for me while I'm away.
What's this? A doll? It looks a little familiar.
It's very cute.
Soldier 11 looks confused but still takes the doll and hugs it tightly, so tight that it almost bursts.
Please, keep it safe until I come back. Right now, it's my most cherished possession.
Aww.
Don't worry. If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
It's time to head back now. Be sure not to catch a cold. Let's head back. You're finally back, Anby. Looks like you all had a great time. Have you had dinner yet? If not, I still have some leftover carrot chips here. You can have as many as you want. I already ate. I had 2 hamburgers. Really? Won't eating 2 hamburgers before bed make you gain weight? No, I'll burn it all off overnight. If you want to drag someone to join you for a night run, take Wise. He'll be totally psyched for it. Are we running with Wise? Anby, you're back. Trigger and Social 11 are getting ready to call it a night. If there's nothing else you need to do, you should probably turn it in early today too. Okay, thank you, Wise. Thank you, Annabelle, for all you've done. For the cunning hairs and me. I actually have a place I can stay other than the cunning hairs. This is a miracle that the Anby of the past could never have dared to imagine. Anby, what prompted you to say all this? Did you watch some kind of weird movie today? I just suddenly felt like saying it. Sounds fishy to me. Not at all. Good night, Wise.
I remember you from earlier today. Ambitizinia.
Yeah, well,
It's Anby.
why do you
just
remember such a
Anby.
long name? Oh my god.
Sorry. It seems my memory still hasn't recovered yet. It's frustrating not knowing what I've forgotten.
I can help with that.
You can help?
Just write the
I
name
can
down.
tell you what you've forgotten, Harin.
Harin. Is that my name?
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by. Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other. The higher-ups were aware, but didn't intervene.
I don't like that name. It sounds too weak for me.
Yes, you've said the same thing before.
So what exactly is this Silver Squad? And who decides who's qualified or not? There's a lot I don't understand. If it's connected to my past, then please tell me everything.
Sure, I'll explain it all. Just allow me to do one thing.
Have a hug.
Huh. One thing? What's that?
Allow me to apologize.
Okay, I might have to be
to
quiet
you.
for the rest of the stream. I think my roommate's coming back. Andy recounts everything about Silver Squad from its creation to its downfall.
There were many things I didn't understand then, and still don't understand even now. All I know is that we were used as pawns in a power struggle within the army. And in the end, they chose to keep only one replica.
And that was you, Anna? As you said, you were considered the top performer.
Anby.
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes, I was selected. They devised an operation, a suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So I took your place.
Did you survive the mission?
Take a guess. I saw my squad mates buried in the
Take a
rubble.
guess. I wonder if you survived.
Memories are
Why are you here?
all a little foggy, even to this day. I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officers.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive bamboo into the enemy base, do you consider their well-being?
The Bangbu aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
That's what they said too. Replicas aren't humans. So, they ordered Silver Squad to their deaths. But since you are still a survivor, they ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, what do
It
you
appears
think?
you didn't. But if it were me,
Would you have followed their orders?
no. I would have executed the officers who issued that suicide mission. So what did you do?
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled. I didn't trust them.
so disappearing seemed like the only feasible option. I knew that once I was gone, they wouldn't harm you, because you were their only asset. Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life, but it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much. I couldn't live carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that I shouldn't hate myself. So, eventually, I realized that all the suffering stemmed from the Silver Company tech, and the fact that we replicas were not seen as humans. According to a movie Belle loaned me from the store, this is referred to as an ethical dilemma. Life shouldn't be engineered. Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware of this issue. There are a lot of smart people out there. So, I'm sorry, Harin.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
It's all my fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone, but I let you all down. I wasn't wise or strong enough, and I was a coward. If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know you'll forget everything soon.
Forget everything? But that's impossible. Why?
Silver Squad soldiers who are critically injured have their recent memories wiped within 24 hours. Yours is about to reset. I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves, and I can't guarantee anything. I can only try my best. I might survive, but if the worst comes to pass, I don't want you to bear the weight of my death. So, just forget this conversation, and have a good night's sleep.
No, Anby. You're being selfish. I don't accept your apology. I don't.
It's almost midnight.
Anby.
Anby closes her eyes, and her forehead touches Soldier 11's. Soldier 11's fingers tighten their grip on Anby, digging into her skin. Suddenly, Soldier 11's grip loosens. Her expression turns blank.
What is this place? What am I doing here? Who am I?
Your name is Soldier 11. Good night.
This is so sad. What?
Sorry. I must have been talking too loud just now and woke you up.
Anby, what are you planning to do?
What do you mean?
Come on, don't hold out on us. Are you sneaking out on some super dangerous business?
There's actually something I need to take care of. No need to worry about me. I'll be fine.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I tell you before? We have a right to know about whatever it is you're involved with this time.
Plus, Anby, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing, you might not be able to handle it yourself, right?
Even if that were the case, it's still my responsibility, and mine alone. At least, that's what I planned on saying.
Oh?
But the lone wolf in the movies never gets a happy ending. And even if they win, they'll end up losing their home, their pet cat, their daughter, or their lover. I don't want to lose anything, or anyone important to me, Proxy. So please, help me. Take me back in that hollow, and help me smash up that weird lab, so I can get some closure with my former family.
Wise and I have been waiting for you to say that.
Is that your strategy then? Getting us to help you out for free?
You don't have to do it for free. Just tack it on to the Cunning Hair's tab. I'll be back to settle the bill once this is all over. But right now, I've got someplace to be.
Don't go running off into any hollows alone.
He's still
you hear?
taking the money.
I won't. Don't worry. I want you to be the first one, Proxy. The first to witness my resolve.
Anby, are you about to head out? Yep. At the Cunning Hare's temporary base.
Long time no see. Replica number 0.
She's in a new
Squad.
outfit.
Captain. I thought I'd never see you again.
She's in a new outfit. Oh my gosh. I actually love playing this character.
So, this
She's
is
actually
what you
fun
were
to play.
like back in your Silver Squad days, Anby? I never thought I'd be back in this uniform. A cool character or a cute one?
Oh.
Your fighting style seems to have changed. Old memories are coming back with this uniform. This new you is so reliable, Anby. The past me was reliable too. The enemy's tough. Be careful. Orders received. No need to be so formal. Is this the lab that needs to be destroyed?
I'm heartbroken, Anby. Here I was thinking this was a family matter between sisters. But you've gone and brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy, Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to rebuild it. We both know how difficult it is to create a Silver Soldier capable of engaging in combat operations.
What if I didn't need to?
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it. I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
Oh.
This is so weird. These Ambys. No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy, what have you done?
What do you think I've done? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested. That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
Suddenly, in the frigid lab, you could catch a glimpse of something emerging from the recesses of your memory.
No, that's impossible. You're harvesting and selling their organs. You created all these sisters of ours just to harvest them like animals?
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. That's all. You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? We are sisters. And we are family. So if we're family, why don't you feel the same pain as me? It's a real shame, you know. Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs. But it's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, I managed to make some improvements to the technology which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time low. We'll have achieved just what the initial project report said. The magic of producing an army out of sugar and air. Anby. Captain Anby. As things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together. You are the final piece of the puzzle. We can produce a steady supply of true soldiers so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. Just think what such an army could do. Nobody would ever dare humiliate us again. Our Silver Squad could crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander. And me, I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for killing all those sisters of ours. Whatever you want. Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I feel disgusted. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back in the hollow.
I know. I feel the same way about myself. Disgusted. Get out of here!
Vial of medicine appears in Twiggy's hand, and she injects half of the liquid into her arm. Girl A suddenly snatches the needle away and injects the remaining liquid into her own arm.
What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone... I want to protect you. Protect all of you. Thank you for letting me be born. I will never let you be lonely.
A strange scene transpires. The helpless replicas are torn apart and absorbed by two massive monstrous shadows. Moments later, a familiar figure appears before these terrifying enemies. Whoa.
You. Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat.
Soldier 11!
Silver Company formation. TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II. The current you feels really familiar.
Steve, I never expected to be able to face you like this. Show no mercy, even if our opponent is Twiggy. Don't push yourself, understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Roger that. I shouldn't miss this feeling.
At least, we shouldn't miss it too often.
Switching positions. Loyalty. Silver 11, formation, the final blow.
I won't let you have it. Fire's ready.
Did I fail the combat test again? They told you I'm not good at fighting. But as long as Captain's here, I'll be okay. Right?
Aw.
You. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to remember anything.
Anby. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward. I'd still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomata gave me?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died.
Aww.
I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone. And I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here as fast as you can.
Got it. Whatever happens next is something you have to do by yourself. Right, Anby?
Anby walks toward the laboratory building. There's a deathly silence here, as though everything that had happened was just a nightmare.
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot.
Anby, what's on your mind?
Proxy, you're still here?
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe from Trigger. You can trust her. Now that things are settled, Mobile Squad can take over from here. She'll be okay.
Really? That's great.
You're conflicted. Should you destroy the Silver Company tech or not?
Is it that obvious? I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this kind of evil happen again.
Maybe you should think things over.
Really? This might sound a little selfish, but if it weren't for this evil, I'd never have gotten the chance to meet you, Anby. Plus, there's no way I could just ignore all the weird stuff that's happened today. For example, that medicine, or how Twiggy turned into an ethereal that seemed more cunning than an average one.
But even so, you're right. It's just, I don't know how to make a decision that I won't regret.
That's a decision that only you can make, Anby. Well, that brings proxy operating hours to an end.
Proxy ends the comms, the deathly silence returns.
I've made up my mind.
You're gonna destroy it? Or you're gonna just keep it the way it is? Oh, you returned. Anby, welcome back. The cunning hares are back here to pick you up, and Trigger hasn't left it either. I think they all want to talk to you and make sure you're safe and sound. What do you want to do? You want to chat with them first? Okay, a talk sounds nice. Wise and I will be waiting right here. Has Soldier 11 been picked up already? Don't worry, I promise you. I will take good care of her. Letting her enter the hollow in such an unstable state doesn't seem like taking good care of her. It's not about letting her, but accompanying her. Everyone has things they're committed to, don't they? I won't stop Soldier 11 from seeing this Joe, but I can make sure she's not alone. Oh, so that's how you see it. And are you sure this won't cause any problems with Soldier 11 with the military? The military's factional struggles never cease, and unfortunately ancient history like Soldier Company isn't the focus. After returning, Soldier 11 will undoubtedly receive more professional care than she would lying on the sofa in a video store. Sounds complicated. I knew I wasn't cut out for the military. I knew I wasn't cut out for the military. Don't be too down. I don't think I know any more than 3 people who are suited to being in the military, including yourself. Absolutely not. Where's Soldier 11? These clothes sure bring back memories, Anby. I was wearing this when you found me. I didn't even realize how much time has gone by. It's impressive you can still fit into your old clothes. I definitely can't wear any of my wardrobe from back then. Yeah, I agree. Where did that come from, and where are you looking, Anby? I'm not. You're still an awful liar. Did you give me all that doll to monitor me? Yeah, you sure discovered that quickly. I've been hoping to snatch it back first. I suppose I do have that thing too, though. That thing? What thing? Something like, what was it again? Oh, the right to privacy. I don't know about things like that, but I was just thinking that if a dummy burger girl like you disappears without a word again, then Nicole would be worried about you. You'll make Nicole super worried. They're worried to death. Sorry, I won't do it again. Pinky promise? Okay, Billy, what do you got? Excuse me, cutie. Have you seen my friend Anby? I am Anby. You were my colleague, Billy Kid. I really am Anby. And I can prove it to you. I remember all the things we went through together. Don't give me that flustered look. I'm just joking around. Is that what you used to wear before you joined the cutting hairs? Not bad. It really suits you. Maybe I should switch back to my old threads too. I've already spoken to them. Anby, you really do move fast. I'm so happy seeing you smile again, especially considering everything that's happened. Because I've already made a choice I won't regret, I think. Then we can rest easy for now. Proxy and Wise. I know just expressing my gratitude with words alone is not enough. I hope that someday I get a chance to help you too. And then I'll give it my best, just like today. Wow, that's something we can look forward to. Well, remember it. Next time we'll find ourselves in a sticky situation, we'll commandeer Anby of the cutting hairs with extreme prejudice. Please be sure to do so. I will be standing by at all times, awaiting your summons. Afterwards, it seemed as though a long time passed before. Well, guess who I just ran into on the street? Me. Your doppelganger? Now that would be quite interesting. Pity that wasn't the case this time. I actually ran into Abby and Trigger eating burgers together. They're really close. I thought so too. I went over to say hi and catch up with them. What did they talk about? It might be faster if you just ask them directly. They were asking me why they haven't seen you around yet. They're right by 141 right now. You want to go talk with them? Let's go.
fault. Fried chicken burgers are classic for a reason.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did, they would dissipate quickly, and she'd never know.
She'd never know.
There's a smell.
She would never
Right?
know. How would she know? That's right. Burgers don't. This is a plain flat lie.
Mm-hmm. The scent of burgers definitely lingers, especially when it's a fried chicken burger. That's not true.
Bro's
Proxy,
lying.
when did you get here?
How's Soldier 11 doing?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough shape.
Thanks. Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that you care so much about her. She's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
Only her body?
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked Anby out today to chat with her about what's going on with Soldier 11. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is persisting through to the next day.
She's made a recovery. That's great.
It's still too early to say. She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, Anby.
Like I said, that's great.
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor Anby.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hadine's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred. That's powerful. I don't know what to say. All I know for sure is the target of her hatred is me. And that's good. We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa. But once she turns her hatred towards something, or someone else, things will get dangerous. Hadine is so pure. She's like an unalloyed metal that combusts even in water. The last thing I ever want to see is her getting hurt by her own flames.
I didn't realize you put that much thought into it.
I was just thinking about it while watching some similar movies lately.
There are movies like that?
Yeah. Wanna watch it with me next time, Trigger? We can watch it at the video store.
Welcome anytime.
For sure. Drop by anytime.
Thank you, manager. You're very kind. Even I'd blush when people are nice to me like this.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger. So, are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today. Come on, you can get whatever you like.
This is so sad. She forgot. Nom nom. The breading on the fried chicken today is so crispy. At first I couldn't tell the difference. I thought as long as it was a burger, it was delicious. Now I seem to have become peckier. Is that a bad thing? Oh, it's been a while, Proxy. Though we never got a chance to properly discuss everything that happened back then, it's almost as if we were relieved by a possible threat of fate. But right now, of course, what matters right now is Soldier 11. We can talk about old days next time when we get a chance. It's actually something that's been on my mind, Proxy. You've known both Anby and Soldier 11 for a long time, right? That's right. Though I cannot see them with my own eyes, I can confirm they have really similar appearances. That is the case, correct? I noticed it right away. Though you noticed, you were tactful and didn't ask any uncomfortable questions. Your composure is truly remarkable. As always, I still have a lot to learn from you. Well, should we go home? If you're done chatting, let's go home. And that's the end of the story. What now? My dear old friend, to be honest, I'm a little surprised. I know you're very capable, but this is moving a bit fast, isn't it? What do you mean fast? You still haven't realized that? That's right, we shouldn't talk about this over DMs. How about let's meet up at the old place? I'm free now. I'm not. Are you sure? I've got something really important to tell you. I know I like to mess around, but have I ever joked about something serious biz before? You must be serious. Alright, I'll be there. I knew it from the bottom of your heart. You can still trust me. See you soon. That kind of emoji doesn't really suit your style. Sus. But we're going to continue the story with Trigger's story. Now we're doing Trigger's story. Come on, confirm. This is a story that took place in the past, a story of the rookie proxy named Python who meets a young lady at a crossroads of fate. Belle, you've been on 6th Street for a while now. How many internet commissions have we taken these past few days? We're still newbies, so you know how it is. It's okay. We're starting our proxy business and video store from scratch side by side. It'll take time. These days I've been focusing on managing the store, so thank you for taking care of the in and out business, Belle. Having this cozy little home with you is already much better than the life we had just after leaving the academy. As long as we slowly build our reputation, we'll eventually have a chance to uncover clues about the fall of the old capital, Belle. We'll take it slow. Yeah, but I still want to take on some more commissions. Belle, your enthusiasm is really something, but your troubles will soon be resolved. I saw how hard you've been scratching for commissions, so these past few days I found an intelligence broker on the internet who can introduce commissions to us. As long as we can establish a long-term partnership with this professional intelligence broker, we shouldn't have to worry about getting commissions in the future. As your older brother, I also want to be able to help you. Good job. Thanks. I think I've done a good job. I think I've done a good job too. I arranged to meet him at the store today. He should be arriving soon. At that moment, a sudden knocking comes to the door. He's here, just in time, Belle. Let's go talk to him. Who knows, maybe a cool surprise will be waiting for us for our first commission with him. Who is he? Is it Shepard? As the front door is open, a man in a suit walks in. Although he wears a friendly and reliable smile, there's still something slightly off about him. It's him. Belle, allow me to introduce our future partner, the intelligence broker I found on the internet. It's nice to meet you both. You can call me Shepard. I'm glad you two chose to spoke with me. By the way, are you two just starting out in this line of work? Nice to meet you. We haven't been in the business for too long. I understand. It's normal for rookie proxies like you to have a hard time finding commissions, but please don't worry. As an intelligence broker, I exist precisely for people like you. Let me check my notes. Your name is Python, right? What kind of commissions do you usually specialize in? Any commission. What an energetic response. These days, so many young proxies lack the energy you have. That being said, combat-related commissions might be a bit tricky, right? You two don't seem like fighters, and hiring combat personnel can be expensive for new proxies, to be honest. I'm not sure I feel comfortable sending you anything dangerous. We'll find our own way to resolve that. I believe you'll see it in the actual commission. The actual commission, huh? Well then, I happen to have a recently issued commission that would serve as the perfect starting point for our partnership. I believe this commission is the perfect difficulty to access your abilities. If you're interested, let me explain the details. Shall we move to a more convenient place to talk? It's not suitable to talk about this at the counter, so we move to a small room with Shepard to discuss things in detail.
Our first assignment together is a missing person commission. There's no need for combat or venturing into any hollows, so it's completely safe. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to test your skills.
Wait, why hire a proxy then? This is really not just a filler job.
To be honest, it feels like you're just filling your quota with this commission.
Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not trying to pass this off on you. Your ability to navigate the hollow is unquestionable. That's what makes a proxy. But this role involves more than just that, and this commission is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate those other skills. To be honest, the client barely gave us anything to work with, just pieces of info. That's why this is a perfect chance to show off your skills in gathering intel, spotting details, and negotiating. All the makings of a top-tier proxy.
Accept the commission.
You've made your point. Guess we can't refuse now. Let's see the job.
Shepard nods in satisfaction and pulls out 3 items from his pocket: a harmonica, a sheet of music, and an old photo. Somewhat aged photograph, though the image remains fairly clear. A blonde young woman with her eyes covered leans against the wall. For some reason, her silhouette seems so fragile, as if she might shattered into pieces at any moment, filled with such profound sadness.
The client
That
has
is
only
true.
provided us with these 3 clues. All we know is that the woman in the photo is your target.
Just a photo. So even the client doesn't know her name, identity, or whereabouts? And what's the deal with the harmonica and the sheet music?
The client doesn't seem to have any more info, though it's possible they just don't want to share. But the client did mention if you get stuck, you should try playing the sheet music with the harmonica. Well then, I'll leave this commission in your capable hands. Keep me in the loop if you make any breakthroughs. Just ping me on Knock Knock.
A single photo and a melody. Feels like chasing shadows. Belle, where do you think we should start?
Let's go to Port Elpis and look for clues.
Maybe we should start with Port Elpis. A woman with her eyes covered isn't exactly someone you see every day. Remember when we went to visit the sea? I'm pretty sure we spotted someone like that back then. Remember? I was in a bad mood that day, so you took me to the port to clear my head. We bought some fries, but you were so busy staring at that girl with her eyes covered, a seagull snatched them right out of your hand.
Why do you sound mad? Look, now that I think about it, that woman did look a lot like the one in the photo. I was just a bit distracted. I didn't mean to stare. Next time I'll make sure to watch my fries more carefully. Well, thanks to you, we've got a lead now.
He knows
Let's head
what
to
to
the port
do.
and see what we can find.
What can we find? Okay, let's just go here. Is this the fishing spot? Belle, we arrived. Time to find our missing person. However, it was just a week ago when we saw that lady. And we can't be sure if she's the person we're looking for. Even if she is, it's uncertain whether she's still around here. Better get started. Right, since we don't have any other leads right now, let's try our luck here. I'll attempt to hack into the cameras to check if she's been around recently. As for you, Belle, take the photo and ask the locals and pass by around here. Man, I have to read. Welcome to Tater King! Our fries and hot dog combo is a hot seller. Would you like to give it a try? Hello, have you seen this person? Oh, I remember seeing this girl before. When exactly? Maybe once every 1 or 2 months. I'll see her wandering around this area. But I've never spoken to her. She doesn't seem to interact with anyone around here, so I don't really know much about her background. So she hasn't been around recently? I don't think so. I don't remember seeing her recently. Are you looking for her? I can keep an eye out for you. Alright, thanks. By the way, would you like some fries? The seagulls always try to steal the fries. Alright then. Those seagulls have been too active recently. Will they have a negative impact on the sales of our fries? Looks like I shouldn't feed them too much in the future. Oops. Oh my gosh, why are there so many people? No! There's too many Oh, this is overwhelming. If we climb up the lighthouse and overlook the entire port, maybe we'll spot the blindfolded woman somewhere? Try climbing! Just as they were about to try opening the door leading to the top of the lighthouse, an old man appears behind you. Hey, what do you think you're doing? This lighthouse is currently off limits. No one is allowed to enter. Sorry, I didn't know. If I hadn't showed up, you've just gone straight in, wouldn't you? This lighthouse has been properly maintained for years. If something happened to you, who would take responsibility? Besides, what do you need to go up the lighthouse for? I'm looking for someone. Have you seen this person? Let me see. This girl does have a rather memorable appearance, but I don't remember seeing her before. I think she might have been here before. Is that so? I usually keep to around the house. I usually keep 2 around the lighthouse. She was in the dog's walkway. I definitely wouldn't have seen her. If you're looking for her, I suggest checking around there. At the very least, I haven't seen this girl near the lighthouse. Alright, thanks. I can't do old man voice, man. Do I climb? No results today. I told them the bait wouldn't work. They didn't believe me. Hello, have you seen this person? I'm just a fisherman staring at the bucket, bobber and fishing line all day. How could I recognize anyone? I know a reliable type of bait. The other day, when meeting Enzo, who lives next door, I learned that he occasionally goes fishing. I recommended the bait that Enzo usually uses to that man. You don't look like someone who's been fishing. Are you sure about this? Whatever, I'll give it a try next time. Let me see the photo of the person you're looking for. I think I remember this girl. I'm here fishing every day and she was here some time ago, walking along this wooden walkway. Do you know where she lives? Do you know who she is? How would I know? Most of my time my mind is focused on fishing. It was just that day. I mean, that day I got tired of fishing, so I caught up to take a walk and happened to see her. I've only seen her that one time. If you need, I can help keep an eye out, but for now I really don't know any more about this girl. Alright, thanks. I've asked a few people, but none of the clues seem particularly useful. I should head back and discuss how progress with Wise. Wow, the water's pretty. We're gonna have to search more.
No luck on my end. Belle, did you find anything?
Let's try the harmonica again.
I was wishful thinking to assume that a quick stroll through the port would solve this. But since we're here, might as well give the harmonica a try. Whether it works or not, you owe me some fries before we head back.
I'll do whatever you say, but Belle, would you mind giving the harmonica a try instead? I'm curious to how it sounds.
Alright.
Wow, you sure know how to set me up. I'm telling you now though, I can't promise what it'll sound like.
You pull out the harmonica and glancing at the sheet music, see a melody that you never heard before. Taking a deep breath, blah blah blah. It's pretty accurate, however, you think it sounded pretty good at least. The music continues for half a minute.
How do I put this? It sounds okay once you get used to it. But nothing happened, so I guess we should just get some fries and head back.
Excuse me. Were you the ones playing the harmonica just now?
It's her!
Sorry. My sister didn't mean to make such a commotion. We'll just... Wait. You're the one in the photo. Sorry about that. I didn't hear any footsteps, so I didn't realize you were right beside us.
My apologies. Moving quietly is second nature to me. I didn't mean to startle you. If I may ask, where did you learn that melody?
A sheet music. Why should you questioning glare? Blindfolded woman from the photo actually appeared. What an unexpected surprise, but now what? First things first, let's bring her back home.
Well, the two of us are proxies, and this song was given to us by a client. We never thought it would actually help us find you. Our client is the one looking for you. Why don't we discuss the details somewhere else?
I see. Please lead the way. I'd also like to meet this client of yours.
Let's head back to the store.
Okay, let's go check in with Shepard. Oh, I almost forgot. Your name is...
My real name. I haven't used that in a long time, but I do have a code name. You can call me Charon.
We return to the video store where the woman who calls herself Charon. Along the way, you introduce yourselves and share a bit about your fledgling proxy business.
Miss Charon.
Thank you, but please, don't mind me. By the way, the second row from the top on your TV wall, third unit from the left, it has a connection issue. You might want to check it out when you have time.
Miss Charon, I just reached out to the information broker who posted the commission. He should be here shortly, and you'll be able to meet the client soon. Please take a seat on the couch. I'll get you something to drink.
How did you spot that?
Oh, let me see. You're right. How did you know? No wonder there's been some lag lately.
I rely on my hearing. I lost most of my vision in an accident. I can just about make out the outlines of my surroundings. To move around like an average citizen, I've trained my other senses to be extremely sharp. I heard a faint buzzing sound. By moving around the room and noticing the change in sound, I was able to pinpoint the location of the faulty TV.
Sorry to bring it up.
Sorry. I hope my question didn't seem rude.
No need to apologize. Vision isn't the only way to perceive the world. As proxies, you two should know that better than most. Anything that can be seen with your eyes can never be considered a secret.
Subtle silence fills the room. It's clear that you each have secrets you don't want to share with others, and there's an unspoken understanding between you. As the silence is on the brink of becoming awkward, a knock sounds on the door from outside the shop.
It's me again!
The client didn't come with you? It's me again!
It's me again! You two found the target already? Wow, Phaethon, you guys are incredible. If you're always this fast, you could take on anything.
The client didn't come with you?
High efficiency? It's nothing really. By the way, didn't the client come with you? Karen here would like to meet them.
Where to start? It's great that you were able to find the woman in the photo, but there's a new problem. I can't get in touch with the client anymore. There's been no reply from his Knock Knock account since yesterday. I brushed it off at first, but there's still no reply today. Just when I thought he might have skipped town, his account suddenly sent me a location, the edge of a hollow. Who sends something like that in normal circumstances?
That definitely doesn't sound normal. Looks like something's happened to the client.
Based on what you've said, there's a good chance the client encountered some trouble involving the hollow. Still, it's too early to say for sure.
Either way,
sus.
I'll keep trying to reach the client. I hope he's alright. Let's stay in touch for now. We won't be wrapping up this commission for a while.
Sorry, but I overheard your conversation. Could you share that location with me? If I investigate the hollow, I might pick up some clues.
You're Miss Charon? No offense, but the hollow isn't somewhere just anyone can waltz into. Without a carrot or combat personnel, it's a death trap. You should wait.
I'm a soldier. I served with the Eridu Defense Force under the Chrysoberyl Division. Even after retiring, I've made countless trips into the hollow. You can trust in my combat skills. The heart rates of you and the two proxies here seem to have just spiked. Don't worry. My military days are far behind me. I have no current ties with them. As for getting into the hollow, proxies, can I request your assistance? I don't know anyone else who could guide me. I'll pay the commission fee as best I can.
You're paying?
If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. I'll think of something.
You want to find the client quickly too.
We'd like to find the client ASAP too. I mean, who's gonna cover our commission fee otherwise? Besides, if we said no, you'd just head into the hollow alone, wouldn't you?
How did you know?
People
so
do that.
was your plan? You just remind me of how wizened I used to be. So desperate to find someone that we didn't even care if we were ready or not. Well, since Miss Charon wants to continue to investigate,
Is this
I'm willing to
lore?
act as the proxy for no additional fee. You can relax, Shepard.
I see. That works for me. With the client still unreachable, my hands are tied. Please, look into the hollow. And be careful.
I'm really sorry for troubling you both. Finding this client is very important to me.
Really?
So I may have acted a bit out of line just now.
Seeing how determined you are to find this person.
No worries. Seeing how determined you are to find the client, we couldn't just sit by and do nothing. Let's work together to find them.
Enter the hollow. Proxy, may I call you that? Of course. Thank you, Proxy, for accepting my request. This is probably our first time taking on a mission in the hollow that might involve combat. I'll do my best to protect you. I don't need to enter the hollow in person. Huh? You mean you can attach your consciousness to a bamboo? Such impressive technology. I never heard of anyone being able to do something like this before. But even if you're a bamboo, I'll protect you. You responded to my request, so this is my duty.
I've got your back. I'll protect you from any danger.
Need something?
Go ask my colleagues.
Miss Caron, I need some time to calculate the hollow route.
Leave this to me, Proxy. Actually, I've been to this hollow before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day. Adjusting for wind.
Oh? Why don't we wait just a little longer? Calculating a path doesn't take that long.
It'd be more efficient to retrace a path I've already walked. Please come with me, Proxy. The path ahead. It should be right around here. I wasn't here too long ago. One moment, Proxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think.
I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo periodic spatial distortions and reconstruction.
Got him.
Get, go!
Securing the perimeter. Don't hesitate.
That's why each time we enter, we'll need the most up-to-date clearance.
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy. I got ahead of myself and made things difficult for you.
It's no trouble. There's a fissure nearby. We can use it to get back on the right path. Let me lead the way from here on out.
I just wanted to read the rest of the dialogue.
By the way, Miss Caron.
Oh, it keeps going.
Why is it fluid when you move and
Why is there so many long, awkward pauses?
Is it because of your sharper hearing and heightened senses?
Keep up the That's one part of it. In fact, my eyes gained some unique abilities as they changed.
Wait, something's up ahead. There's someone on the ground. Ugh, it smells like blood.
Uh-oh. Man and woman lie up collapsed on the ground with an unmistakable smell of blood emanating from them. Falling from the source of the scents, you see bullet holes around their bodies. Check their condition. Dead. No signs of breathing. Their heartbeats and pulses are completely gone. Those two are dead. Cause of death appears to be the severe blood loss from long-range Scotch-run wounds. Time of death probably within the last 1 to 2 hours, just before we entered the hollow, which means they died. This isn't just a case of losing contact with our client. Someone's been killing people in this hollow. Though I don't sense the killer nearby right now, there's still a chance they're active somewhere in the hollow. Proxy, don't stray from my side. I'll keep you safe. Those two. I really wanted to take their bodies out of the hollow, but without knowing the killer's whereabouts, moving them would be too risky. Proxy, mark these coordinates. Once we confirm the area is safe, we'll come back to retrieve their bodies. I'm sorry, the ground must be cold. May you rest in peace.
What could have happened? Who did this?
Given the depth of the wound and the caliber of the bullet, the killer was a sniper, just like me.
The surrounding ether levels have significantly increased. What's going on? Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. Up ahead, there are multiple devices leaking ether non-stop.
Don't worry, I'm careful.
There's a high high-pressure ether storage tanks filled with highly concentrated ether. Ether vision activated. As soon as the valve is opened, the ether will flow out at a fixed rate.
Such high ether concentrations will make the nearby ethereals more active and cause more to show up. Charon, it'll be dangerous if we keep moving forward.
Oops. Looks like my.
Understood. These storage tanks are high-risk items manufactured by military-industrial companies. They're rare, even on the black market. Several of these storage tanks appearing in the hollow is a clear sign that our opposition has malicious intentions.
And? Bro, I don't like these awkward silences, come on.
Let's find a suitable sniping position and disable those ether storage tanks along any mission-critical paths.
I'm so tired.
Me too.
Okay, if I take a sick day. Huh?
My ether vision ability is perfect
Bro,
for dealing
can't
with
stop
such
talking.
ether-laden
Oh my
objects.
Why are you giving such awkward pauses? Stop.
Let's take care of these leaking tanks to lessen the threat of ethereals on our path. Then we can proceed.
Mind if I head back and fix it for a bit?
Are you gonna keep talking? Guess not. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know if my roommate's here or not. What's going on? What are you doing?
All high-pressure ether tanks have been disabled. We can keep moving.
Are these more dead bodies?
Proxy, there are 4 people over here. They're all still alive. I'm not detecting any ether fluctuations from any other life forms nearby.
Check their condition.
Great, that's a relief. Charon, can you confirm their condition?
Confirmed. 1 is seriously injured. A bullet pierced their lung. The other 3? No internal injuries, just a few minor wounds. They're all unconscious. The one with severe wounds. His etheric fluctuations are nearly completely gone. He's beyond saving.
Who are you? Help me. It hurts. So cold. I don't want to die.
Is there really no way to save him?
There must be something we can do. I'll contact the hospital and we can get him out of the hollow.
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock when life fades this fast.
Am I dying? I just want to go home.
Charon doesn't respond. She sits beside the dying man who holds out a harmonica and begins to play a soft, familiar melody. The tune echoes throughout the hollow, heavy with the scent of blood. It's a song being recorded on the client's sheet music. As the harmonica's gentle notes fill the air, the dying man stops groaning, simply listening until his eyes close forever. You look like you're in pain?
Charon, what's wrong? It looks like you're in pain.
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses, but they bring just as much inconvenience. The rejection reaction you saw just now is one of them. Staring into death. It's not something I handle well.
My head. Where am I? Who are you people? I remember now. There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me into the hollow. You're not.
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can, help us carry one of them. Let's get out of here together.
Leave? We can leave this place? What about that lunatic who shot at me from the shadows?
The culprit's already gone.
The culprit should be gone by now. Heron, let's get the survivors out. Follow me.
Yes, yes. Exhausted and unable to carry any more bodies, you can record the coordinates of a few of the corpses. Once this is all over, you should make sure to report them anonymously to the public security. With Sharon, you keep your guard up alongside these 3 survivors, eventually arriving in the abandoned metro entrance in front of the Ballot Twins Road. Proxy, let's take a short break here. The area around the Ballot Twins has been abandoned due to the Hollow disaster, and no one's likely to be around. It's both secluded and safe, making a perfect place for a conversation. Those 3 survivors. Yes, I know, they just escaped from a killer, so we need to check on their injuries and mental well-being. Could one of them be the client? Unfortunately, I don't think so. After they woke up and saw me, they didn't have any particular reaction. If they were the ones who assigned the commission to find me, they should have recognized me to some extent. Proxy, I'll keep watch around here and be on the lookout for the perpetrator trying to track us or attempting to ambush us. Can you please have a brief conversation with the 3 survivors? I think they might have information on the perpetrator. And to be honest, I think they might... No, it's probably just my imagination. I'd gather information from them first. Thank you, Proxy. Chore time. Take a deep breath. If your emotions get too intense, the wound might rip open. I still feel like I'm gonna throw up, but the fear that someone's still trying to shoot me, it just won't go away. Are you guys okay? I'm okay. Did you save us? I'm just about holding up. I'm more or less recovered from the shock. I remember you. You were looking for someone around Port Elpis, aren't you? Yes, I think I've seen you before. How embarrassing. I never thought we'd meet up again like this. What are your names? My name's Zoe. Erin, just call me Erin. Feeling nauseous again? I managed to hold it in. Did you want to ask us something? I have some questions for you. No problem. We'll answer what we can. How did you get kidnapped and taken to the Hollow? For me, you know, I was sightseeing at Port Elpis earlier. After that, I was on my way back home, driving along a deserted road when I seemed to have hit something. So I got out of the car to check. Just a few seconds later, after I got out of the car, someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. I still have a bump in the back of my head. You can feel it. Well, let me take a look. There really is a bump on the back of your head. As for me, I was sitting at home with my friend when someone pried open the lock and tampered with our food or water or something. I don't know what they did exactly, but shortly after we ate, we both passed out. Were we the only 3 rescued from the Hollow? Did you see another woman? Just the 3 of you. I don't have any more questions. Take some time to calm down. Alright, anyway, thank you and your companion. If it weren't for your arrival, I don't think the perpetrator would have let us leave so easily. Why are we being targeted? I can't take this anymore. Ugh. Thank goodness. I can't believe it. I'm still alive and out of the Hollow. What's your name? Oh, me? I'm Jesse. I'm so grateful you were there to save me. When that maniac was chasing me and sniping at me, I really thought I was done for. I have some questions I want to ask you. Questions, go ahead and ask. Although I really don't want to remember what just happened, you did save my life. How were you kidnapped and brought to the Hollow? I was tricked. I received an anonymous message telling me there was a big job I can do, asking me to meet at an alley on 6th Street. I had just arrived on the agreed spot and was waiting when someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. When I woke up, I was ready in that hollow, and my hands and feet were tied. Take some time to calm down. I've got a few more questions. What did you experience in the hollow? Oh, I didn't know. Oh my gosh. No one was tied up in the hollow. Luckily, I always carried a folded knife with me. I tried to shake the knife out of my pocket and cut the ropes, hoping to escape, especially since the area was filled with ethereals. But suddenly someone shot at me from the shadows. I was so scared I quickly dropped to the ground and dodged bullets. But they immediately fired several more shots. I had no choice but to run for my life. The maniac shooting at me, I felt like they never intended to kill me right away. Instead, they seemed to be having fun watching me panic. Every shot scratched at me, but none of them were fatal. I just kept dodging the ethereals and the sniper, running for my life. In the end, I finally managed to hide in a place with fewer ethereals, but the maniac shot a tranquilizer into my thigh. I quickly passed out again. After that, I woke up for the second time to you all around me. How were your injuries? I feel a bit dehydrated. I probably have at least 10 or so abrasions, but surprisingly no major wounds. Seriously, what's up with that maniac? What did I ever do to them? That made them go through so much trouble to set up a trap, kidnap me, and then throw me into the hollow to slowly execute me. Don't have any more questions. Take some time to calm down. Is that all you wanted to ask? Well, anyway, thank you all. If you had come any later, I think all three of us would have been killed by that maniac. After a big check on with the three survivors, you share what you learned with Charon. She didn't cross the three over.
Thank you all for assisting me. Even though I'm a stranger, you've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the three of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the Defense Force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company. Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an internat information broker. I'm still pretty new at it, though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target me.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Actually, I have a question for you all. Did you see my friend when you were in the Hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
I don't recall seeing anyone like that.
If I recall correctly, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together for Remembrance Day. I never thought something like this would happen.
Remembrance Day?
Remembrance Day? What's it about?
As the name suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans. People gather to mourn their loved ones who died in the fall of the old capital and find comfort in each other's company.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
If I can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remembrance Day alone. Maybe she'll show up there. Was your missing friend also a member of the Defense Force? Yes, she and I were in the same squad. Obsidian Division's Cartis squad.
So this is a targeted attack from the Defense Force.
This sounds like a series of murders targeting the Defense Force. But Jesse wasn't with the Defense Force.
No, you're probably not far off. Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention he was once part of the Defense Force. Right, Jesse?
Well, that's... I just don't like bringing up my past in the Defense Force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories from my time there that I'd rather forget. I was part of Obsidian Division's Nox squad. That's the absolute truth.
I was also in the Obsidian Division, Impura squad. I don't know who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members of the Defense Force.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, Didn't our 3 squads work together on a mission outside Hollow Zero?
We did? I don't really remember.
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your faces.
Thank you all for the information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. But there's something else I need to ask. I came to this hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that person was likely being held by the killer as well. Did you happen to see anyone else?
The 3 survivors exchanged confused glances before shaking their heads at Sharon.
You're not giving us much to go on. At least tell us what kind of person you're looking for. Male or female, what they look like. Can't offer much help without that.
Sorry, I don't have much else to share. Even so, if any of you remember anything else that may be useful, please let me know. This is very important to me.
You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't find this person?
Maybe. I've been searching for someone for a long time. They might be the key to achieving my goal.
I see. Well, whatever happens, I hope you find them. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you. But please, prioritize your own safety. If the killer is targeting former Defense Force members, there's a good chance they'll come after you again. Stay vigilant.
Of course. Once I've checked out Remembrance Day, I'm locking myself in my room and throwing away the key.
We return to random play with Sharon. Even after questioning those 3 survivors, the clues have so far still insufficient. Our goal is to find the mission. I can't read anymore. Our goal is to find the missing client. Right now, we only know that he likely kidnapped the perpetrator. But we have no idea who the perpetrator is or where they went. Sharon, do you still have any ideas? I think the other proxy is right. The information on the 3 survivors provided is limited. With our current information, it's hard to deduce where we should go to find the client. Our clues have run dry. But we still got something out of it. At least we now know some characteristics of the perpetrator. A sadistic sniper with a grudge against the defensive force. They're meticulous in planning, avoid some open confrontations, and are obsessed with committing crimes in the Hollow. With characteristics in the Hollow coordinates, we might be able to deduce the general area where the perpetrator operates, as well as a potential base where they might have placed to kidnap victims. That would take quite a lot of time. Yes, and while we're narrowing down the search, the perpetrator might continue committing more crimes. I wonder if that... Sharon seems somewhat agitated. The lack of clues plunges you all into silence. Just as you are about to accept reality and start organizing the current clues to narrow down the search, the door to the video store suddenly opens. Someone's here. Belle, I think it's Shepard. He's at the counter. The intelligence broker might have something important to tell us, Proxy. Let's talk to him first. Man, it makes me wonder if whoever she's looking for in our client is actually the sniper. You bring Shepard to a room where you can talk.
Phaethon, you've already been to the Hollow and made it back safely?
Take a moment to catch your breath.
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately, we haven't found the client yet.
I'm fine. Did you find any clues there?
There were traces left behind. Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Cooperate with Sharon and share only part of the info. Ask Shepard where he rushed over.
Yeah, it seems the client was kidnapped, brought to the Hollow, and later moved again. We're still looking for clues. But why did you rush over to the store? Did you find anything?
Well, just take a look for yourself.
Shepard shows you his phone. About 10 minutes ago, the missing client sent him another location on Knock Knock. There were no other messages.
I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
This is sus. A clue delivered right to us. This feels off.
We've been chasing dead ends with absolutely no clues. And now one just appears out of nowhere? Something smells fishy here.
You're sure it's just disappearance for now and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue is, let's keep investigating. Just be careful. Any casualties, and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Shepard hurries out again. You turn to Sharon, who seems unsettled. Has she held back the full truth from Shepard to avoid having the search handed off to someone else?
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
It's nothing. But why?
Don't mention it. But I have to ask, why are you doing this? Calling for help might have been the safest way to handle the situation.
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, it's clear they know how to deal a fatal blow and how to inflict pain without causing death. Most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. If they encounter the killer, it's likely to end in a difficult fight, or worse, casualties. And besides, asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now, so I think we should follow the clues and enter the Hollow as soon as possible to ensure their safety.
What if it's a trap?
I helped you keep this from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's just too dangerous. What if this lead is a trap? Who even knows who's really behind the client's messages anymore?
I understand, I really do. But what if we're late and something happens to the client?
Why is the client so important to you, Charon? Would you be willing to tell us? Are you so set on finding them because they're connected to the person you've been looking for?
The client's true identity might be the very person I've been looking for. And if not, they most certainly have some vital information. Since leaving the military, I've spent years searching for my missing teammates. They were more than just comrades who trusted me with their lives. To me, someone raised as an orphan, they were family. I've scoured countless hollows and every corner of New Eridu to find them, but I've never found a single lead. Until I met you and heard that melody on the harmonica. It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. And yet that client of yours not only knows the song, but also gave you the sheet music. Please, Proxy. This client is the only lead I have left. I'm certain my teammates are still alive. If this trail goes cold, I don't know when I'll get another chance to reunite with them.
They're still alive. Could there really be no trace of them after all these years? Liza's gaze towards you seems to convey such a question. But then thinking about how you're also searching for your teacher doesn't seem all that hard to wait, am I reading lore that I'm not supposed to learn yet? Or I'll help you.
I get how anxious you must feel.
Proxy lore?
Let's face this together. But this time, we really need to be extra careful.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I have your support. You can trust me. I'll protect you if the killer is really waiting for us in the Hollow. We'll make it out in one piece.
Confirm. Anything I'm missing? Proxy. If your senses are shared when controlling Bangbu, does that mean the pain is shared as well? Pain is shared as well. Then I won't let that perpetrator lay a single scratch on this Bangbu. If a fight breaks out, stay right behind me.
I am the Eye of Obel. I'll protect you from—
Is it time to clock out?
Looks like there's something here. Is this a communicator?
Proxy, look at this. A communicator left right at the Hollow's entrance.
Why would there be a communicator here?
Why is there a communicator here? It
Doesn't look like it was randomly left behind.
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which means it was only placed here recently. It looks like someone wants us to use it.
Oh, such decisiveness. Following random location info without even thinking twice. I'm glad, Sniper of Liar Squad.
Liar Squad, who are you?
Liar Squad? What's that? Wait, who are you?
Sniper. Or should I say Kara now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Proxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see, I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names. And now, Charon of Liar Squad, your name is next.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my sights, this must be some kind of destiny.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for someone. Given that you're waiting at the hollow entrance they shared, I'm guessing you have them. If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a deal.
Sharon suddenly dodges to the side, raises her gun and fires. And raises her gun and fires, using her body to shield Yost. In the next instant, a bullet flies past her and hits the ground. Her shot flew into the distance, and there's only one thing that's for certain. It didn't hit Grim Vulture. English good.
So your version of you seem to have rather unique, So your version of making a deal is stalling for time to locate me and lining up your shot? Can't say I'm surprised. After all, that's exactly what I plan to do too. But you'll never get the chance to hit me. After all, no one's better at counter-sniping than me.
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to using force.
Now that's the spirit. If you're looking for someone, why not search the hollow for clues? Providing you can survive both my attacks and those of the ethereals, of course. Oh, and I've prepared a little gift for all your trouble. I hope you still have that determined look on your face after seeing it.
Where do we go now? Oh, laser. There they are.
Watch out for Grim Vulture taking shots from afar. Oh, is there nothing we can do?
Vision activate. I'll manage things.
I see it again. Let's go.
Keep up the
I found a box. Something feels off about it.
A rather creepy box. It's giving off an unsettling stench. A bad feeling that opening it would seek him for trouble. You glance at Karen beside you, who has fallen silent. Clearly she's having this bit I can't read anymore. Clearly she's having the same feeling. Right now she's hesitating about whether to open this box. Karen, wait, don't open it! Karen opens the box anyway. A blood-stained, tattered military cap, carelessly crumpled and stuffed in the corner box, though one's identity remains unknown. The message that conveys only one thing: death. Don't touch the box. Karen reaches out, picks up the military cap in the box, fingers trembling, her lips tremble. Nothing else. Essentially, touch of exceedingly disappears to the other, and more. Or what the local found it. So this is described grim multidimension. See now, it's committed toxic. Karen goes silent. Yeah, as she is another
remember what's inside the box, right? Your loyalty. Yeah, the one Styx always wore. I'm curious as to how he died. He took his own life. Well, it wasn't much different from being haunted by ethereals.
Don't worry, I'm terribly weak. Everything's under control.
Ethereals had almost completely taken over his body. He was incorruptible, covered in crystals. His core fully formed.
Another high-pressure ether tank. And a lot of ethereals have already been drawn to it.
Leave it to me, Proxy. My eyes will take care of them. We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving.
The second box in Nancy is an ominous aura. The unsettling stench seems to warn you that its contents, just like the previous box, will give you an absolutely wrench experience. Sharon's breathing grows heavy. She stands still for several seconds, seemingly trying to control her emotional turmoil. Don't push yourself. Finally, she opens the box. A pair of blood-stained tattered military gloves lie twisted in the center of the box. It's clear that whoever placed them here hadn't just tossed them in there carelessly. They had been deliberately arranged with malicious intent. Sharon picks up the gloves, once again feeling the contours and icy touch. Her lips turn pale, just as I thought. These are from one of my squad mates too. Sharon. Let's keep moving, Proxy. Following this route should lead us to Grim Walter's hideout. I'm fine. Sharon picks up her weapon again, but there's an unmistakable tremor of unease in her voice.
Acheron's favorite gloves. It wasn't easy getting my hands on them. As expected, it's such a thin, beautiful commander. Even her gloves are stylish.
Time to focus fire. I'll manage things.
Pity. In the end, like there's no missing. Don't you think that's a shame, little sniper?
All exits are now sealed. Don't hesitate.
Such beautiful land. It could no longer notice. Ethereals gnawed off her arms and part of her leg as well.
Ever heard the whistle of arrows and blood?
She still has the backbone. She's so tall.
Targeted.
She died from multiple wounds. Even the most beautiful flowers will wither without protection.
I see a chance. Go!
Do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie this time?
I'm depending on how long you intend to keep up this game of cat and mouse. I'll be coming to your hideout soon. Wipe that smile off your face and wait. Wait and see what I'm going to do. Adjusting for wind.
Reaction! Hurry up, Johnny. I've got one final to try the location for. I'm sure you figured out the route to get to me. That's right. The surprise is at the end of the road.
There's still a third box. He grabs Sharon's head, trying to stop her from opening it, but she lifts the box's lid almost mechanically. The third box contains a blood-stained corner of clothing and a severely damaged piece of engineering equipment, also stained with blood. Sharon picks him up, her trembling fingers feeling the shapes. She doesn't speak, neither about the plans of pursuing Grim Vulture, nor about which of her companions these items belong to. Until the communicator in her hands rings again, with Grim Vulture's voice.
Congratulations! You found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. A piece of bloodied fabric from Cocytus's clothes and some damaged engineering gear stained with Leafy's blood.
Bro, this is messed up.
There weren't enough boxes, so we had to cram them together. They're just a medic and an engineer. Not exactly combat material, right? Surely you're not mana, are you?
Sharon's face turns deathly pale. She silently picks up the bloody items from the box, her spirit visibly shaken by the weight of these ominous relics. Enough!
Oh dear, did I go too far?
Enough already! Using her squad mates? Her family to mentally torture her? That's vile. How much longer are you planning on doing this?
My sincerest apologies. It's just watching you plunge headfirst into my trap was so entertaining. I may have gotten a bit carried away, you know? Relax. The person you're looking for isn't here, and those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her comrades.
Bruh.
Her comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, after all. How could they possibly have gotten hold of their clothes?
A surge of rage threatens to drown all thought. Just as you are about to retort, a crisp gunshot rings out. Sharon's shot is clean and decisive, carrying out an unmistakable intent to kill. But from the response on the other end of the communicator, it seems she missed her target.
A decisive strike to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and experience mean nothing in front of a more skilled sniper.
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who feels fear from another's killing intent, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Coward, you say? How fascinating. You were little more than a hollow shell before. But now that you've bared your teeth, you've started looking somewhat respectable. I know your composure is nothing more than a facade. You've never truly faced the weight of your comrades' deaths, have you? I bet your mind is now filled with their dying screams.
Her squad mates are still alive.
Karen and I both believe her squad is still alive. You can drop the act. Why are you so fixated on Karen? Just because she used to be in the defense force? She has nothing to do with your target.
Nothing to do with it. Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me more is you actually believe her teammates are still alive. Don't tell me she dragged you into all this danger without telling you anything.
Shut up.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. I'm sure you know exactly what that means. When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by Ethereals or became them. The surviving soldiers, struggling to defend themselves, never had the opportunity to carry their comrades' bodies out of Hollow Zero. Obviously, her squad mates, the members of Liar Squad, were among the dead. But since their bodies were never found, she insists they're still alive. Even going as far as to deceive her own proxy. It's laughable.
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive. I have proof. Someone like you could never understand.
I could never understand? You think it's hard to understand your childish thought process? If you really have solid proof, why not tell me? Come on, let's hear it!
My eyes. I lost nearly 90% of my vision during the fall of the old capital. But in return, I gained the ability to see what others can't. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mates. Not as fleeting shadows, but vivid and lifelike. They've never disappeared. They're alive, waiting for me to find them. Why else would I have been given these eyes?
That's your proof? Did you hear that? Proxy hiding in the bamboo. She spent years chasing after people who couldn't possibly exist, all because of some ghostly visions. You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates are real-time projections than accept that they're dead. What if I told you the way I described their deaths before was the absolute truth? Will you finally face reality? Or will you keep fooling yourself, believing in ghosts? I guess you'll keep deceiving yourself. Because that's how you survive.
I'm not lying to myself. I really
want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially declared dead? You couldn't protect them when the old capital fell, and now you're just making up stories to fool yourself. To give yourself some so-called reason to go on, to latch on to any stupid excuse. You're just a selfish, naive coward who did nothing and couldn't do anything when your comrades were dying.
What the? This guy's a jerk. Sharon just stands there, speechless. Grim Vulture's relentless verbal assault has clearly struck home. The little color that had briefly returned to her face drains away, leaving her visibly shaken, unable to muster a single word in rebuttal.
Giving up already? At least you've got a shred of dignity left. Nothing disgusts me more than a useless hypocrite. Enough of this. Time to die, coward.
Charon is not a coward.
Charon is not a coward. Someone who'd enter perilous hollows just to find what they seek. Someone who'd play music to console a dying soul, despite the pain in their eyes, is anything but a coward. At the very least, she's far braver than a criminal like you, who hides in the shadows, enjoys torturing others, and is constantly in fear of being caught.
Proxy,
Your proxy sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my breath. Just die already.
Analysis of surrounding fissures complete.
I've completed analysis of the surrounding fissures. Charon, snap out of it. We can use that fissure to escape.
Fissures? When did you... Still trying to play tricks.
With no hope of a counterattack, you practically drag Charon, turning to run towards the fissure that escaped Grim Vulture's notice. Just as the bullet is about to strike, you manage to escape through the fissure. Yeah! Us again. You escape from the hollow and return to the video store, bringing along Karen, who's lost all will to fight. She seems more traumatized than you imagine, repeatedly blah 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 blah.
Do you want some hot cocoa?
Repeating. Bringing along Sharon as well as she seems more traumatized, repeatedly touching her eyes, silent and distant.
I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight. You should get some rest.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Don't let Grim Vulture gets to you.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in my head. The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an injured comrade. I tried to shake off that feeling, but the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates are dead.
The day the old capital fell. What happened back then?
Would you be willing to share more? What really happened to you and Liar Squad on the day the old capital fell?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding, Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster, and thought they could suppress it with the standard amount of troops. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat. so we didn't need to worry too much about facing the ethereals. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The hollow expanded beyond control, and more importantly, the reinforcements never came. The Defense Force troops outside the hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster. Hollow Zero was devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off, and the promised troops retreated. Honestly, even if they had come to help, it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of the advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation. I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds, I shortly lost consciousness. I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me, looking back. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out. For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think? They must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious, eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force, left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. That must have been what happened, right? The Defense Force, civilians, no one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes, it's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless? I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking. But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Hold Sharon's hand.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Wise and I will never dismiss your determination to find your squad mates. You don't need to make any justifications, because someone close to us is missing too, and we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up. But I also think being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
Belle is right. Listen, Charon, you're such a kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone and blame yourself when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
We'll stick with you to the end.
Yeah. Right now, the best thing you can do is trust us. We can be sure that Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have that lead, there's still hope. We'll support you. No one can dismiss your determination or will. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now. At the very least, I want to keep investigating. I'm not just going to stop here.
With the tension easing, it's time to discuss the plan going forward. Just then, the phone rings.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going? Oh, never mind. The client just shared a new location with me on Knock Knock.
They're pretty eager, huh? Which hollow is it this time?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right, this location is Scott Outpost.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute? What's Grim Vulture up to?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
So we aren't being lured into a hollow. What's Grim Vulture up to this time?
So, they're not trying to lure us into a hollow this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
The official commencement for Remembrance Day has been scheduled for tomorrow morning, meaning ordinary citizens still cannot freely enter Scott Outpost today. Under arrangements, Sharon spent the night at the store. The next morning, Belle, you'll be handling the post with Sharon soon. Did you sleep well last night? To be honest, I didn't sleep much. Actually, me too. Thought of the past kept me up, especially those related to Sharon, and I didn't manage to fall asleep until late. Oh, Sharon is already waiting for you, but in the parking lot. I wonder how she's feeling now. Please take good care of her, Belle. Leave it to me. To the parking lot. Good morning, Proxy. Did you sleep well last night? No. Yes, I did. Sorry, Proxy, for losing my composure in front of you yesterday. I think I got my mood back in order now. Stare. It seems like I can't hide it from you, Proxy. I'm sorry. I think I'm struggling to process the sadness and unease. I'm not sure where I should go from here. Take your time to unravel your confusion. Yeah, you're right. Instead of continuing to suffer, it's better to reach out and grasp all the hope we can find around us. Maybe things will eventually change. Let's go, Proxy. Today we're attending Remembrance Day as ordinary citizens, so we can't carry any weapons. I suppose a Green Vulture couldn't be foolish enough to make a move inside a military stronghold. Let's keep an eye out while we're there. I believe we should be able to find new clues. We arrive at Scott Outpost with Sharon. Many citizens have come to Remembrance Day. They must be the relatives of those who gave their lives during the fall of the old capital. For some reason, after coming here, Sharon has been acting a bit strange. Proxy, can we explore this place later? What's wrong? No, it's nothing. Stare. Alright, I'll say it. Seems like there are some familiar faces here. Wouldn't it be nice to meet them? I don't think I can face them. If I'm not mistaken, there should be family members of my teammates. I don't know how I should face them. Try reaching out to them. I know, but I'll be there for you. Then it's a deal. I'll go and talk to them, Proxy. You don't have to say anything. Just stay by my side and give me the chance to speak. My son, can you see me now? I'm doing well. My legs or feet are fine. I just miss you so much. Excuse me, are you Cactus's mother, Ethiel? Oh, you are. Oh, I recognize you. I saw you once in the military camp after the fall of the old city. You're a Cactus's teammate, one of the survivors. I've been wanting to get in touch with you over the years to see how you've been, but I never heard from you. I didn't expect you to meet you here on Remembrance Day. I guess this is fate. Mrs. Ethereal, is your health still? I'm in good health, fortunately. Everything is fine. Although, I'm the only one left in the family. The pension from the government is enough, and I still have some years in me. I'm sorry, Cactus. Child, you don't need to apologize. My son may appear carefree on the surface, but he's always felt so much pressure. One day, he suddenly told me he found a companion who truly understood him. I believe he was talking about you. How could I possibly blame you, someone who helped my son? It's such a blessing. You, a kind-hearted person, are alive and standing here today. I'm so glad. Miss Ethiel, Child, don't worry about me. Just since you're here for Remembrance Day, take your time to walk around and look around. I hope you found something meaningful. This is... Aw. Wait a moment. That eye cover. That blonde hair. Can you be my husband's Styx's teammate? Styx. Are you really Mrs. Sally's Styx's wife? Yes, my daughter and I came to attend Remembrance Day. The last time I saw you was right after the fall of the old capital. I never expected to see you here again today. Your daughter. Is this your daughter, Zita? Mom? Who is she? Zita, this is your dad's comrade for the Defense Force. Every time he went to the battlefield, she would be there to protect him. To protect him? Comrade? If that's so, why didn't you protect my dad during the fall of the old capital? Why did you let him die and make him unable to come back to me? Zita! I'm sorry I couldn't protect him. I'm sorry. Don't listen to what Zita is saying. She doesn't understand. We never blamed you. Please don't say that. Zita, you can't say such hurtful things. Apologize right now. Why should I apologize? She survived, but Dad didn't. Isn't that the truth? If it weren't for her abandoning him, Dad would have come back safely. Enough. You don't know what happened back then. Mrs. Sally, I don't think she's wrong. Please don't think that way. I'll make sure to bring her to apologize to you later. I need to explain her what really happened. I'm really sorry. Please don't let us keep you. Go explore the Remembrance Day event for now. Please remember, all your comrades, including my husband, will want to see the hope they left behind. Wow, that child is immature. Mom, another year has passed. Are you okay? I'm fine. Yeah, that child is spoiled. She doesn't understand. I guess she's just immature. Are you Alan? Acheron's brother? How did you know? Who are you? Wait, your eye cover. So you're Acheron's sole surviving teammate. I remember you. You once met after the fall of the old capital. After that, I didn't hear anything about you again. I never expected to meet you here. This plushie? It's Acheron's favorite plushie. She always kept it in the most prominent spot of her room. I brought it along here, as if bringing my sister's shadow to participate in Remembrance Day. I'm sorry, Mr. Allen. You don't need to apologize. I still remember one time when my sister came home excitedly telling me that a shy new girl had joined the squad. That girl didn't speak much, but she was beautiful in battle. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. To her, you were a presence that inspired admiration and a desire not to fall behind. A beautiful soldier who gave her the drive to keep moving forward. You don't have to apologize to me. If my sister were here, she would surely say the same thing. Please don't mind me too much. The Defense Force has made a lot of preparations for the Remembrance Day. Please take your time now. Okay, I think my roommate's here. To your surprise, many relatives have deceased Liar Squad members are here for the Remembrance Day event. Is this really just a coincidence? As you ponder this question, the relatives have gathered in front.
Miss, I'm sorry for being mean to you before. Mom told me you were protecting Dad until the very last moment before you passed out. I shouldn't have said you left him to die.
I'm really sorry. Zita was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand, and I haven't really talked about it. I hope she didn't upset you.
No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the ethereals, maybe they wouldn't have ended up in that situation.
Well, but now the child learned.
Oh, that's not fair. The old capital was falling. No single person's strength could ever be the deciding factor in the face of a disaster like that.
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as something to celebrate.
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. A weakling like me survived, and the rest of them disappeared without a trace. This isn't solace. It's the worst possible outcome. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. All I can do is wander New Eridu, hoping to find some trace of them. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm sorry.
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst possible outcome by any means. Styx, my husband, and all his comrades who lost their lives, each one of them left behind their own legacy. Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy they protected that is carried on to this day. After my husband passed away, Zita and I received survivor benefits. and with all the odd jobs I've been doing, we've managed to get to where we are today. Styx always wanted our daughter to study art, and Zeta's interested in it too. Now, that dream has become a reality. She just got accepted into the art school in Janus Quarter.
Mom and I have our tough days, but I often think of Dad's cheerful laughter, and that memory gives me the strength to keep pushing through. One day, it'll all pay off, just like it has now.
Thank you for always being by my husband's side, even at the very end.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my condition from my son.
Ethel, Cocytus used to tell me about you. He often took leave or skipped work to earn extra money by part-timing, or to care for you when you were sick in bed.
Yes, that's true, but I bet he never told you my illness became so bad that I needed major surgery, and he worked his tail off to raise the money. Who would have thought he would pass before me? I used the benefits from his death for the surgery, and that's the only reason I'm here today. In a way, his passing allowed my life to continue. Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to keep my body healthy and live a few more years. The sights I see, I believe he can sense them from somewhere far away. When I was too weak to take care of him, it was you and your comrades who stayed by his side. Thank you for everything that you've done for him.
As for me, well, I'm currently working as a fashion designer.
A fashion designer? Is that because of Acheron?
It is. I'm sure you remember how much she loved beautiful things. She was always into fashion, so I decided to become part of that world. That way, she can always be with me. I admit I had no idea how fun fashion design could be until I actually gave it a shot. I wish I'd figured that out sooner. We would have had so much more to talk about. Anyway, I'm planning to start my own fashion brand next year. She used to say that after retiring from the army, she wanted to pursue fashion design and really want to carry on her dream. It feels like my life's purpose. You know, she used to talk about you when she came home for the holidays, how your rivalry pushed her to keep improving. So, thank you. I'm proud of my sister, and I'm proud of you, too.
As you can see, all of us have made it to this day, carrying the will of those we loved. So please don't say they left nothing behind. They've always been a part of every pain and joy we've experienced over the years. Please remember, everything and everyone in New Eridu is only here today because you all risked your lives in battle. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful to hear about how you're all doing and to listen to these words. I'm so glad I decided to come here on Remembrance Day.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see any of you. What brings you here today?
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time I asked, you said you weren't coming. I only came because I suddenly got a DM from Nathan. He said he really wanted me to be here.
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was
Nathan.
pretty insistent, so I thought he'd be here. But I've been looking around for a while now. I still haven't seen him.
So it's the same for all of us. I responded to his message, but he never wrote back. Isn't that strange?
Sorry, but who's this Nathan you're talking about? Nathan is Lethe's younger brother. Frankly, out of all of us, he's probably the one who wants to see you the most. He used to be part of the Defense Force himself, and...
The day the old capital fell, his squad was responsible for supporting the forces that had already entered the Hollow, which included all of you. He's told us that story so many times. When they saw how bad things were in that Hollow, some of the reinforcements called off their plans and pulled back. He tried to stop them, but there was nothing he could do.
He always blamed himself. and wanted to find you to apologize. But the truth is, the reinforcements retreating was inevitable. Shortly after their retreat, headquarters issued the official order. We all lost someone in that disaster. And for a while, we resented the reinforcements for their decision. But over time, we came to understand it and eventually let it go. There was no avoiding casualties in that battle. In hindsight, it wasn't wrong for headquarters to prioritize saving their strength.
May I ask what the name of Nathan's squad was when he was in the Defense Force?
The Impera squad of the Obsidian Division. Is something wrong?
Nothing. It's just... I think I might have stumbled upon the answer I was looking for.
After 4 family members paid their respects and left, they continued on touring on Remembrance Day. Sharon stood there in a daze, seemingly having understood something. At that moment, a sound came from the open space in front of the outpost. It seemed someone had stepped into the podium, and the citizens all gathered in the podium, preparing to listen to this person's speech. According to the schedule for Remembrance Day, it should be time for a representative of the Tribe's Defense Force veterans to give a speech. Looks like the speech is about to begin. I feel a bit concerned, Proxy. Can we go over and listen to the speech for a moment?
Is that Zoe on the podium?
Is she here to speak on behalf of the soldiers?
Is she here to speak for the soldiers? That seems fitting. She's cut medals after all. But I don't see Jesse or Aaron anywhere. Didn't they come?
Everyone please, quiet down. Zoe of Nemesis Squad, a representative of the veterans, will now deliver the Remembrance Day speech.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance Day, a day born from the tragedy of the old capital's fall. Many of us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad perished in that battle, leaving me as the only survivor. Losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us, now and forever. However, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the very last moment when the old capital fell. Death isn't the end, nor dishonor. It is their eternal medal. They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today. In doing so, they fulfilled their duties as soldiers to perfection. Without the blood they spilled, Eridu would not have endured, and new Eridu would never have risen from the ashes. In honor of the wishes of the departed, look ahead, people of New Eridu. Our thoughts and remembrance of those who passed will be carried in every flicker of candlelight and in every bouquet of flowers.
Zoe's speech was met with a wave of prolonged applause, yet amidst the claps, she drops her head, her expression darkening. She stays silent, waiting for the applause to fade before lifting her gaze and scanning the crowd. Her eyes pause briefly on Sharon, carrying a chilling aura.
My speech, the reason you all agree with what I've said, my speech was meant to end here. But since you all seem quite engaged, please allow me to share a little more. The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way to step away from the pain. That's what the living do. They seek ways to ease the weight of others' deaths so they can find a way to start over.
Okay.
This is the new Eridu of today. A huge disaster consumed the old capital, and the people who survived it keep saying things like, treasure the moment and start fresh to numb themselves, hoping to forget the nightmare. No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives in Hollow Zero. No one asks why they had to die. The brave gave their lives battling the ethereal onslaught, while the weak survived. This is a new Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order founded upon their way of thinking. Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who sacrificed their lives in the fall of the old capital. And now, you're thankful that someone has encouraged you to move on from them. What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose to forget? Have you never thought about why your own loved ones had to die? And why no one is responsible
So
for
if
their
I
deaths?
stayed quiet for a very long time, that's why.
Miss Zoe, there's not much time left for your,
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones! If death is the medal for the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight and run from the suffering, the soldiers will never find peace in their eternal rest. To tear the wound open once again, so you'll never forget the searing pain! That's the real meaning of Remembrance Day!
I don't agree.
Charon, I didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. And yet another who's found purpose because of the influence of his late sister. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. The future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope could be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, what kind of melody is left behind by those we've lost?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody, but I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
A vague and insubstantial answer, isn't it? I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand each other.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with your visit.
What do you think, Proxy?
Something was definitely off about her just now. And the things she said, I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this.
You mean about her real identity, right? Looks like we're on the same page. Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier, she seemed pretty confident that we wouldn't confront her directly on military ground like at the outpost. She arrived so brazenly and left without a care. If I'm right about this, she'll be trying to contact us again in no time.
Just as Mr. Sentence, the phone rings again. Shepard appears on the screen to answer the video call.
Looks like you're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. The client just sent me a location via Knock Knock, along with a picture of several unconscious, tied-up individuals. I'll send you the location shortly. It should be an entrance to the Hollow in Port Elpis. At this stage, I don't have any further requests. My only hope is that you'll proceed with caution.
A location with a picture of the hostages. Looks like Grim Vulture is losing patience and wants to put an end to all this.
do you plan on doing?
Charon,
What do you plan
what's
on
your
doing?
plan? With everything that's happened, no matter what you choose, I'll stay by your side till the very end.
Sharon doesn't answer right away. Instead, she takes out her Marmot gun and looks down on it as if she's trying to decide.
I've made up my mind. Proxy, please accept my official commission. Help me venture into the depths of the Hollow to rescue the client and any other hostages. It's time to put an end to this. It's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. Stop her from crushing everything in front of her with that heavy cross.
The Remembrance Day event with Sharon and return to the video store. She cleans her firearm multiple times and keeps adjusting her breathing. The showdown is about to begin. Thank you for accompanying me this far. In the upcoming battle, Grim Vulture has likely already set up a stage full of traps. We need to brace ourselves for a tough fight. Do you have any strategy? To be honest, there isn't a fully valuable strategy. The opponent is a striper. It can keenly anticipate the timing and trajectory of each of my shots, dodging in advance. Entering the battlefield prepared by such a formidable enemy alone, it's foreseeable that she will continuously occupy elevated sniper positions, relentlessly targeting us while we have very few opportunities to land a hit on her. When that means she will be easy prey. Theoretically speaking, that's right. In a sniper duel, the one who fails to secure the best vantage point or exposes their position is always a loser, but I believe there's still a chance. In our previous fight, I could sense the pride and impatience of Grim Vulture as a sniper. I'm not sure where that impatience come from, but that pride is definitely something we could turn against her. I believe she can never accept the idea of me surpassing her in sniping skills. If I cannot outmatch her at a critical moment, she will lose her composure. That will be the only instant she exposes a weakness. Proxy, this is a strategy I have chosen. Grim Vulture may indeed be the superior sniper, but I will surpass her and make the strategy succeed. To win this battle despite the overwhelming disadvantage, please entrust your back to me, Proxy. I need you as my companion to support me. You have to do the same then. Yes, I will. I will protect you. So please provide me with your guidance. Okay, I think it's time to end stream. My roommate's here. I don't want to continue the story in like complete silence, so I might end it here.